etc., etc. And
I
at an
believe it's
early age,
pronounced
I realized
GIFs.
it is. And at an early age, I realized that I could just go from mailbox to mailbox down my street and get all kinds of goodies.
Oh my god.
I think you just
Mr. Mailman doesn't need this. Yoink.
I think you just
Freshly made cookies. I skipped the
confessed
envelope.
Okay,
to
so
mail
now I
fraud?
know every time someone says to me, "Oh, did you get your Christmas present?" No, I didn't.
You
It
look
must have
around
been
for the
some
kid that's
teenager.
suspicious.
Yes.
Oh, no, I'm not talking teen. I'm talking 8-year-old who's like, yeah, what's in here?
Cookies.
Literally, cookies. That's you don't know how many cookies you get during Christmas.
I don't usually get
You
any
You
cookies.
don't.
immediately go and like do one of those Saturday bazaars where you just like resell them all. Yeah, these are homemade.
You could.
My mom's gonna drop some off to the mechanic today because they charged her like $14 for what they needed to do, and she finds that so fun. So she's gonna drop off cookies to them.
Well, that's nice. But I'm sure like they don't get like cookies in the mailbox every day of December. So, you know.
Of December. What's that thing that the British love to do with the calendar? Something, something calendar?
Oh, advent calendar?
Keep
Yeah,
track
yeah.
of. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we got one of those too.
Your Advent mailboxes. So each time you open one.
Cool, cool.
Wait, you guys don't do advent calendars? That's so funny.
Some people do, but
It's an
not me.
American thing, invented in England.
I feel
Most
like
of our things are
everything you
invented
guys do is invented
elsewhere,
here.
and then we just
No, we have special things like oppressive racism. Actually, yeah, that's
I'm
from.
pretty sure,
I'm pretty sure
it's
that's
gonna
worldwide.
that too.
Yeah, we did that first. You were like, well, we can't just let those fucking Brits do better than this. We did
You
take
guys
racism
weren't in
for this."
Egypt first. What are you talking about? All of humanity has done that stuff.
Wait,
You're
welcome to
racist.
the stream.
Welcome everybody.
Hello.
Oh, thank you, Anon, for gifts. Welcome of 10 tier 1 subs. Holy moly. Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
Wow,
Woo!
thank
Welcome
you.
to the family, all you wonderful people who are now subbing to us. This is not our normal streaming day. It's normally not today. But I'm not going to tell you what days it normally is until we sort out what day today isn't. And today isn't the day that it normally is. So the normal days are Monday and Thursday. But we're here because the storm of the century rolled through yesterday and made our internet spotty. And alas, we were unable to continue the continuity of our stream. So, here we are, jolly good, stiff upper lip and all of that, as,
Scrooge McDuck, right?
I was doing cadaverous, I don't alright,
On the back, you need to be edgier.
edgier.
Look at Streamlabs threatening our freaking viewership. What in the world?
What in the world?
Why
What?
did you... What happened?
What's going on?
He denies his wrongdoing. Let's have a trial on
Oh,
screen.
I see.
I see. He called it M. Bison, but he used a dot between the M and Bison. He thought it was a link. We need to fix that shit.
Alright, yeah, misplaced periods are dangerous. You never know what's gonna happen when your period's misplaced. Alright,
I love the ASMR experience. It's just Casey trying to get something off her mic.
yeah, cool. Alright,
I think it's pronounced Azamar.
ASMR experiences. It is. Angels do everything very quietly. What were we doing?
Half angels.
Not playing D&D, that's for certain.
I don't even know where my cursor. Okay, there's my cursor. Okay,
We're
we can
testing
continue.
the stability of this.
We are definitely. We've been doing it for 17 minutes, and it's still working. So I think
If
we're
it's
good.
still going and we're this unstable,
Yeah,
it's gotta be good.
definitely not the stream that's the most unstable thing tonight.
So we're back to the normal things being unstable.
Yeah, it is.
Cool. So welcome back. Haven't seen you all in a while. It's definitely a joy to see you this frequently.
See them?
Yeah. I mean you, all of you.
Oh.
Well, not all of you.
I like how you were actually looking though. That's a nice touch.
Yeah.
I did that.
You never knew you could actually see all the people in
Romper room.
Timur, that's like it's a Twitch streaming trade secret that you can actually see all of the people in your chat.
Oh, I don't wanna.
No, thank you.
Uh,
I just think of that time.
I don't want to. Call me baby.
call me baby. Cool. So
I think
welcome
Tuesday just
back.
has some really weird vibes.
You say that every
You
day
say
we
every
stream.
Monday, Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
That's because we universally have weird vibes.
Well, we got
Yeah.
some really weird vibes today. That's not good.
What?
Oh, it
Just-
happened.
It's Chaz.
It's like
Wow.
vaguely. Yeah, it's fucking Chaz from
Well,
Shaman.
Cool. Cool. So,
Cool.
last time on the Rise, we didn't do jack shit. We were about 3 frames a
we
minute.
did Jack.
We did Jack, and he was shit. But the week before that, we didn't do anything either. But before that, there was a session in which we didn't do too much. But before that, almost a month ago, I don't remember what happened. We're in Vesular. Yeah. Oscorn 7 years ago. I don't know the rest of the Gettysburg Address.
Party on, dudes.
Party on, Garth. All right. So, welcome to what will surely be the epic conclusion of On the Rise tonight. Come hell or
Special-
high water,
Special
We're gonna
slot
make
for
it
the
happen.
finale.
the finale. Who would have thought we would have ended on episode 13? It's great. Love it. Awesome. Thank you all for joining us for a second night in a row, as one night was just not enough to contain what we have in store for you tonight. Big thank you to our musical inspiration and constant source of sound that's not the players' voices, Kevin MacLeod. We couldn't do any of this without you. We appreciate your music. We appreciate you. We appreciate any music produced by you. And we appreciate that it's free. So go check out Kevin MacLeod if you have not. You can listen to such bangers as Upbeat Forever. Because that's what we are here at Roll It Slant. We're upbeat forever.
For 3 hours.
For 3 hours at least. We usually get a little downtrodden towards the end of
3.6.
streams. Cool. So, our party has found itself in a much wandering tale of intrigue and debauchery and hyperactive characters. And tonight, we seek to probably not. Let's not get our hopes up. This is probably going to take 2 or 3 episodes. But perhaps to start closing out this mystery of who are these shape-shifting creatures that have found their way into the material plane and threaten the existence of the very city all of our heroes call home, Vesular. The Vashem Varu are known to be traveling entities that are set on slowly and patiently feeding and destroying worlds. And they've been tracked here by other extraplanar entities who vow to destroy this plane if they are not dealt with. But the party has brokered with them some time in order to deal with this, and armed with a weapon that will hopefully lock them in place to this plane so that they can be captured or vanquished. The party has set up a trap, a meeting with one Vela Breeze, a singer celebrity who is very much in the public eye, but is believed to be one of these Vashem Varu creatures. Will they be able to get her to sit still for long enough for the ritual of the binding to this plane to be completed? Will the party be spurred to violence and try to kill her? Will their time run out and the world as they know it be annihilated? So, you've set up the... Oh, okay, I'm just waiting for it. I don't ask any rhetorical questions in this. I want answers to all of these.
I don't know if there was such a pause.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to worry about there.
That was dramatic.
It was.
For dramatic effect.
Dramatical pausing. So, you've set up the oculus, the lens whose view binds a entity in its totality to its current plane of existence in the nearby building to this amphitheater. And a meeting has been set. As we will jump in to this, unless anyone has any last minute things that they would like to do.
I just want to find the agreed upon lensing spot, and what is the radius of that?
We are 100 feet from the center point of the amphitheater. Was the off the map, however, I believe is the technical term.
So we can just put you sort of at the bottom of the map. So.
Right. So like, do you see where I'm pinging? I'm just trying to make sure like we're aiming on the same place.
I get the wrong guy. Sorry, buddy. I knew you were trying to sell
It's
stuff,
fine,
but
probably.
So
that fruit's never gonna leave this plane.
what is the point radius of the lens? Like not the distance, but the area effect.
Range?
Not the range. What's the area effect?
You haven't really done any experimentation towards that end. You know that it can focus on something completely in its view.
I would assume...
Timur having... you did cast Identify at some point, right?
I did, and I've used the ritual to activate it. There's a focus mechanism inside the ritual. It's like a one of these things.
Yeah,
just real quick.
Yeah, you just zoom in, zoom out.
Takes about 10 minutes in real life, so it's like
Yeah. So you know that the area of effect can be as large as the entirety of the view of the Oculus lens itself, or it can be as small as a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
Ooh, 10-foot radius is no joke.
Yeah. No joke. So, upon heading your way to the amphitheater, you've requested that Affy be there, at least to, initially get the meeting going. And so, before the allotted time, you head out. And as you approach the amphitheater building, one thing you notice almost immediately. There's a group of people gathering outside and a bit of a buzz, as it seems that there is rumors that there may be an impromptu performance here later on, and that there are rumors that Vela Breeze has entered the building. You can see that there are two members of the Arcane Guard standing outside the doors, which are closed now. None of this is on the map because that would be a lot of tokens. We're just going to theater of the mind this with a map and tokens and measuring. So, you don't see Affy. You don't see Vela as of yet, but you are outside. The Arcane Guard do see you and acknowledge you. What would you like to do? Where would you like to go?
I think, well, if I had to, I don't want to speak for Acadia and Dorant, but I think they might have gone to the window. Like, I don't know if they're with us or with...
I never know if Acadia is with you or not.
Yeah. Rhea and myself, like...
I would be in the front entrance waiting for the arrival of the party I want to hand something over to.
Okay.
I will be guarding the lens.
In the room.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Okay.
We
All
get
right.
there. It's gone. Some guy. Whee!
Look what I found.
Look at all the ants I'm burning.
Look what I can do.
What
All
are
right.
you doing?
So Kadia has gone.
Someone cast animate object on that
down
lens.
here. Where is everybody else going in all of this before we proceed?
I would be going in at the amphitheater.
I also.
Yes.
All right. So amphitheater is everybody but Kadia. Well, that's a great idea. Bim returns to steal the lens.
Please bring him back. I miss him.
You know, Bim would never be able to leap if you hit him with this thing.
Oh.
Yeah, because he'd be crushed under a lens that he couldn't possibly lift with his body.
He's
So-
just a little guy.
All right. As you enter, or go to the entrance, one of the guards does sort of pull open the door ever so slightly, and you do see Affy standing on, not like right there, but on the other side, and welcomes you in. She sort of gives you all a look and kind of nods. Well, here you are. She seems somewhat interested. I told her that you would be providing this, Dorand, to her.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I look back at my companions. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess I'll walk in then.
Are you missing someone?
No one of consequence.
Fair enough. Well, good luck.
You're going on my list.
She kind of steps past you, like one step out to kind of clear the space in the doorway. Dorand, as you walk in, you
On
see
top of the roof.
Yeah.
Gone.
You do see Vela there, just kind of like slowly, not like impatiently, but just kind of wistfully tracing her steps back and forth. And you do see that her manager is seated on the steps, sort of on the northern side.
Oh, it was the butler the whole time.
There.
I think we would go in, or I would go in, but stay back. You know, like towards on the inside of the door, but at the door.
Say Malfu?
I'll whisper as I go in to I get Grithkel and Rhea who are close enough, and I'll say, if this crowd of indeterminate size remains, it is likely that Vela will be less at ease. Is there anything you could do about that?
I mean, I can try.
Good luck. And I go in.
Okay, I guess this is my problem now.
No, it is our problem now.
And what are you planning on doing about this?
I'm going to watch you solve it.
You know, we make a great team, Grisco.
I'm like supervisor.
Oh, what if I disguised myself as Vela and walked down the street and ducked down somewhere, and then I could wild shape when I got to an alleyway, and then come back.
It actually is not a terrible idea.
It might actually be a pretty decent way to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My plan was just to yell at them until they went away.
Mine was also to yell.
We do. It's something that they teach at the Aureus Academy, synchronized yelling.
Yes, it's yelling.
Might call it chanting. That's
It's
fine.
just yelling.
It's just half an hour every day. We just stand 5 feet away and scream at each other.
So I think if I can get the cover, like move down here, something like that. Get Rhea and Gruthkul to kind of stand like they're guarding or whatnot, and I can change.
Yeah, I will. We will fall in as like bodyguarding.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you doing in order to do this?
I need some cover so I don't. Hey,
Yeah, look, we're gonna go inside, and we're gonna get the doors closed, right? Because these roofs, those are like solid, right? They're over solid buildings where if we go in and close the door, they can't see us.
Correct.
And
Okay.
Vela.
As far as you know, none of the commoners are able to see through solid objects.
Right. Oh, but I
And
mean, there's a wall. There's a wall here too, right? So Vela can't see in there.
There's a door sort of right central to this building. Imagine the central building is like a gatehouse with sort of like a causeway over it. And then the two buildings on the top and the bottom are two-story like regular room buildings.
I think what we're gonna try, because Doran's like approaching Vela right now, or no?
Slowly, I'm approaching Vela.
Okay, I think Gruthkul and I are just gonna kind of try to block Ziliana with our bodies to keep Vela from.
Oh, you.
Oh, that's funny. Nice job. Okay, so I'm gonna pull my hood up, but I'll change into Vela once I have cover from the two of them.
All right, fair enough.
And I want to go back outside to one of the and like do the paparazzi thing, like acting like with my hood up, like I'm trying to escape, but letting like my hair show or whatnot, and so that way I get enough of the crowd to see me.
All right, this will be a charisma performance roll.
And Gruthkul and I aid in this by looking like official guards that are guarding somebody of importance and kind of flanking her.
No.
We have the capability of looking official.
We are wearing Aureus Academy armor.
Yes.
True.
You put on your little Aureus scout.
I'll tell you what. I will let you
Boss.
stand on either side of her while she makes the check.
Okay.
So you will have advantage if both of you decide that she is your enemy and you attack her. You'll have flanking.
Okay.
I just want to be fair with it. Charisma performance. What is this new?
Yeah, what is this?
I know.
Roll
Is
20.
this how rolls work?
Getting all snazzy on us. A 10.
I know. My dice didn't go though, which was sad.
All right. So
I got a 10.
Why is she beatboxing? Oh my god.
looking around, you do see some of the people kind of like notice, so they look back and forth at each other. And you guys are heading out and away.
Yes.
Was that the idea? You head out and away, and Gruthkul and Rhea, you guys look back, and it does look like a few people are coming, maybe about a third of them, but they seem a little bit like unsure. They're like, is that maybe? No. Could it be?
I'm gonna trip and accidentally pull down Ziliana's hood.
Pull off Ziliana's head. Look at his babies!
I didn't mean to
Roll
stop you.
initiative.
Oops.
All right.
Like stumble a little bit and like tread on the back of the cloak and.
All right. Give me a dexterity deception roll.
Okay. I am deception.
What does that even mean?
I am not proficient in deception. This is just gonna be dex.
This is something it says you can do in the official core rules.
We a
But
constitution
you shouldn't.
investigation.
I think it says that too.
All right.
20, non-natural.
20 on your dexterity deception roll. Great. All right. So falling, you kind of pull the cloak off, revealing the look of Bella Breeze there.
And then just be like, oh, sorry.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. And I do a little Druidcraft puff of wind to make my hair go back and look glamorous too. And like just kind of like increasing the allure that
Your volume.
she has. Yeah, exactly. Like full on like hair shampoo commercial. Oh gosh, pull my hood back up and like continue to
All right. As this all transpires, you guys do see one of the vendors there putting down a round piece of fruit in front of him. Oi! You didn't say that you were having Vel as part of your whole thing here. That's... Wow, they're going that way, guys!
Okay, and then once that happens, we will shuffle off quickly down the street.
All right. It looks like the crowd is slowly following you. I mean, they're not just like mobbing you immediately, but they're kind of following in a stalkerish way.
Super normal.
Those of
We're all
you who are out by the crowds, give me a perception roll, please.
So is that us?
the three of us.
Yes.
3 of us? Oh, perception.
Actually, it's just the NPCs.
24.
Who are you? What's happening with your rolling?
17.
Sometimes I roll okay.
Mine is coming.
How come some of these are like weird
Yeah.
and...
Is it
It's
through
only-
D&D Beyond that it's happening, maybe?
Yeah.
I'm not through D&D Beyond, so...
That's,
Yeah, because
that's
I'm
why.
just rolling off my character sheet.
All right.
I am sad my dice aren't showing up, but that's fine. I'll deal.
Even amidst all of this, Rhea, you definitely notice and catch some of this. The crowd of people definitely seems without any residuum surrounding them.
They're muggles.
And is this different from how we generally perceive groups of people?
People always produce some amount
A
of
little bit.
residuum.
There's none from. Bless you. Wait, was that like a real sneeze, or you just?
No.
Let's say roleplay sneeze.
The most subtle signal
You're
that
not
Katie
here.
has ever given. Achoo!
All right. What is going
Katie,
on?
go be a triangle.
Trelmarn.
All right, so off you go up the street. How far away are you going?
Probably just
Goodbye.
a block or two. I think the ruse would be that either we go into to me I kind of see it as like they take me into either a building or an alleyway, and then they turn as if I've gone into a secret passage like stars do, and I've been passed off to the next handlers. You know?
You have no idea how stars work, do you?
I really don't. I really don't. But my courtier background makes it seem like I
Yeah.
would, so this is how it apparently works.
It is now. This is how stars move around. They pass from handler to handler through secret passages and places that they don't own. Cool. So off you go, walking a couple blocks, some people in tow. They kind of close in on you a little bit. Dorand, you find yourself now, the doors closed behind you, alone in the amphitheater with Velabreeze and Malthu, who seems to be sitting somewhat bored there on the stairs as Vela kind of turns and looks up to you.
It dashed forward really quickly, apparently, on the screen. But I meant to slowly move forward. And as I approach the reverse podium, what is this, a regular?
We can just say it's like a little like table, I guess. It is
look
sort of
at this very convenient table here with this weird shadow. How low is the sun right now? I mean, come on.
It's in the amphitheater near you.
Well, I have been instructed by my master to recognize limitations. And, quite frankly, I think me and my friends have been in over our heads with about a few things, and the memories in this strand are a bit of a strain. My master seems to think it belongs in your hands.
Interesting that she would choose me for this sort of thing. Not really my cup of tea. Seems a bit odd, don't you think? What with a school filled with wizards of divination and such?
I do not disagree. I would have preferred that she take it herself, but I suppose this is a shut up in color moment for me.
Well, is it dangerous?
It is disconcerting and chaotic. I seem to have gotten through the process with no ill effect, but having it extracted is also a bit of a relief, I suppose. I'm not sure how to answer that. I don't believe it doesn't pose any kind of immediate issue.
She sort of looks over at Malthu. Malthu's like, this doesn't seem to be... I don't know. This all seems quite bizarre to me. Memory strands and all
Don't
that.
disagree. Even take a look. And I'm going to try to take... I know that my observation skills and their ability to hold their own composure might be a mismatch, but I'm going to take a look anyway as I produce the strand, all sparkly and strand-like. I'm not sure. Is it like a rubber band? I don't know. Or look, it stretches. I don't know what's...
So you're looking to analyze their reaction to it.
I am looking for some sort of
All right.
insight.
Give me a wisdom insight roll.
Oh, really? No, I put it back. I can't do it. I can do it, and here's the roll. I can also open up the wrong window, but I have the right one open still, so insight, you say? Excellent. Excellent.
4. All right. Looking over sort of at both of them, Villa looks at it somewhat blankly. There's not really any like massive reaction. Malthu looks a little bit more confused, but neither expression really gives you anything more than like you've shown them something that is a little weird to look at. And I would like you to make a charisma deception check, please.
I'm sorry, everybody. I would like to somehow earn an inspiration in the next 5 to 10 seconds.
I should have.
Here you go.
Use the lasso. Yes, you should have.
It all
No,
comes
that was
crashing
using
down.
the material component of that spell that I can't remember the name of.
Lasso.
Worry not.
Enhance
I have
ability.
this.
You kind of do.
Mahaha.
Pretty solid.
A really good roll for me.
yeah.
At plus 0.
16. Pretty good. All right. So she kind of looks at it. Well, is this? What do I do? Do I eat it?
I will instruct you on how this comes into effect. And then I will instruct her on how this comes into effect.
She sort of nods. Malthu, perhaps check on the crowds outside. I did perhaps let slip some rumors that we would be performing and the performance would start when the she kind of points up back behind when the braziers were lit. As you know, can't come to a place like this and not perform. Don't you think it would be a waste of opportunity to gather so many people together?
Are you thirsty? Here's a drink.
Thank you.
Yes. Anyway, you may want to be seated for this. Going through the memories takes a good deal of focus.
All right. I mean, there are chairs inside. Perhaps I'll go sit in the office and do it.
Well, that would ruin everything. Please, just sit here.
Um, I
Besides, if the crowd would catch a glimpse of you when the door opens, you should definitely be up on that tall thing right there. Oh, look, a stool that's right there on it. Perfect. It's perfect.
Seems a little grandiose, but fine.
Nope. Back up 2, 3, 4. Wait.
As she climbs up to the top of the podium area, and she takes it and sort of...
Malthu, when you're done, just make sure you come back and attend to her, just in case it goes a little long. You could probably give her like 15 minutes or something, but you could snap her out of it if the call is just make sure you're within a 20-foot radius, diameter. I mean,
and you're sure this is safe?
but of course.
You know, it would make me feel a lot better if perhaps you stayed with her by her side since she's so far up there. She gets verklempt or something, she'll go tumbling down.
Aren't you that person?
No, well, she gave me a different job. You seem to be standing here doing nothing, and you know clearly much more about this than I do.
Yes, but the process has started, and my master told me not to make my presence all told me to get in, get out, just not to bother. Shut up in color. I was told to come in.
Make another deception check for me.
I like how this bodyguard knows words like verklempt. This is the most high-tier bodyguard I've ever seen.
Not a bodyguard. He is her manager.
Titan A,
Yeah,
baby.
same shit, right?
A smart guard. Who'd have thought?
Just a bodyguard for paperwork.
And you definitely said Arcana, right? Slightly
14.
slipping a little bit.
All right. It seems thematically consistent. It is possible to get Vela in the area of the lens. I think you had originally planned for the center of the area, so it's not currently aimed at her, but it is
Well, that's
possible
fine. That's
to...
the adjustment when I get
Yeah,
going.
it's not like... You get the sense that she's still within view. It's actually a
to be
little
honest,
bit
I'm-
easier because she's higher up.
Right. I was kind of hoping Malthu would join her just in case we're way wrong.
Like,
That was my intention.
Can I throw a spat? Yeah, can I just throw a quick spatter into the works that we didn't consider? What if it's Malthu and he's just controlling her?
That's what I said the butler did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, and Malthu
Okay,
heads
Look,
into
we're
the
too
room
deep in this
there.
now. We're just
No,
going.
no. Let's call the whole thing off.
All right. So
Katie, put your hand down. No.
Vela sort of takes it out and using it as instructed. You can see it sort of slowly start absorbing into it. Dorand, watching this process, give me your investigation for this. We'll give you something that you're good at here.
Investigating. Investigation is fantastic.
Very nice. As she's distracted and you kind of have a little bit more ability to do this,
Take her pulse. Whoa,
you notice though she's kind of like standing there focusing and pondering, she does not look like mentally or physically she's struggling with this the way that it hit you like a steamroller. I mean she's sort of like it's like somebody like standing there like reading a book, right? But for you it was like the book was beating you and the book was 800 pounds and you were being crushed beneath it.
I go. What was that? I'm coming, and I exit quickly.
I think in this time we probably have made our way back.
You've definitely disappeared, and give me all three of you a stealth roll to see if the crowd follows you, and anyone gets wind of this little charcuterie that you've done.
What again? Sorry.
Your charcuterie.
Oof.
I don't think I've ever rolled a stealth roll over like a 4 on Squid.
I got a 16.
All right.
So nobody knows where she is,
we
which I
are-
guess is good.
We are going over here. Oh, okay. I mean, we
Lost
talked
Vela Breeze.
Katia, you have a question?
I want to fix the lens on. I just want to point it at her.
Okay. easy enough. This can be done without a check to actually like physically move it, because I assume you've set it up in a way that it's not just like permanently unmovable.
It's on pillows. We're in a room.
Yeah.
It's just on a whole bunch of pillows.
All right.
Whoa.
That can be
It's a
easy
pillow
enough
fort.
done as you begin to do it. I will say that the rest of you are sort of on your way back. The crowd has somewhat dispersed and is sort of like, where'd she go? However, they do notice Gruthkol coming back out in all of this, and they kind of like look at you, and some of them linger, looking around the area again, seeing if they can find Vela, and
Does hide mine in one tree.
does appear that some of them are sort of like, they're going back that way, do we follow them? So there's a little bit of indecision in the crowd there as you do return back, but at least for the moment the crowd of 30, 40 people or so has been cleared out.
Well, what more can we ask for?
Right. So I think we hustle nonchalantly back to the theater.
Sprinting, but trying to look chill about it.
Yeah. I
All
think
right.
I don't walk with the two of them right away. Like I try to separate myself a little bit or whatnot.
Doran, where are you headed?
I will start making my way in the world today. It's going to take everything I got over to the place of the spherical disc-like focus thingy.
All right, so easy enough. You can see Kadia sort of haphazardly just aiming it around.
The curtain should be drawn. What is she doing?
Yes.
I need to aim at her. Opens it up. All right.
It's just like a big magnifying glass of her face because of the lens. You can see that in order to do this, Kadia has, kind of cracked the curtain a little bit.
That's fine. That's
It's been peeking. So, Vela appears to be stationary for the moment.
I'm gonna hustle and bustle the door and way, so it takes a long time, and then, all right, cast the ritual, silent image. Do you have a question?
No, I'm ready for action.
Fantastic! I high five your one hand.
Okay.
Cast the silent image, and then pull back the curtain so that I can see.
I will cast silent image of a replica of the exact curtain, but on the inside where I can see it, there's sparkles. Just cause.
If we lose it because of sparkles.
I love it.
All right.
What's that thing up there sparkling? Huh?
You see a sparkly curtain now in front of you, Doran Geos.
Okay, I start my ritual. Now it's up to those three to keep their composure. We're gonna die.
All right, please draw on the map your target area.
Pew. I'll use this thing I like to call the drawing free. Oh wait, how about a polygon line? So is it okay to draw from my spot or in between me and Kadia? Is that a good way to do it?
What do you mean?
Or do you want me to just do a circle area?
I want the target of the lens.
Yeah, I was gonna do a big line pointing at it, but
Or you can mark it and I can draw because it's an area of effect, right?
right.
Jesus Christ.
And are you choosing to focus it down as much as possible? Or are you choosing to everything in the lens so this theater never goes anywhere?
Well,
Ever
this
again.
small chunk of theater, right? So I'm gonna get that smaller. You said smaller range. Smallest range is 10-foot radius.
Radius.
So a 20-foot circle. So that's gonna have to happen. As Mick Helper person isn't on the map, I will not. I can't waste the time. I'm doing it now. So I'll just draw a shape. Hold Alt. And here's my mostly 20-foot circle.
Pretty good. I see you've chosen not to put it on Vela. That's an interesting decision, but
I give her the wink. Huh? I'll never know it.
Why is she on the tower again?
Because she wanted to go indoors. Because Casey. Well, I guess I'll go inside and sit down, out of sight, out of mind. So I'm like, no, go up
Just
here. It's more prominent.
Sit on the stage. It's fine.
all right.
I suppose I'm gonna move it one more square just to be nice and centered. It's the best I can do. How's that?
Fair enough. And this map is a little bit like perspective out, so straight top down would be a little bit
I
different.
can't
But
alter the shape. Oh well, I can. Spin
I mean, it looks pretty close. Cool.
I can't. Spin.
All right. What would any of all of you like to do now? The rest of you have returned. You do see the two arcane guards sort of standing out front. Affy doesn't appear anywhere to be seen at the moment. Three returning people. We'll say this is sort of as Doran is setting up and activating things.
I guess we'll just try to very quietly come in the front.
Yeah.
And try to stay off to the side, a little bit out of sight, just to kind of keep an eye on things.
All right. You do see her oddly up, kind of on that one reserved spot. It does appear. It looks like she's almost like reading something, but there's no book there. Although as you come in, she does sort of look up. Is everything all right?
Yes.
It is okay. All is good.
Make a group charisma deception check, please.
I'm not involved in this group.
You
I'm
are
not there.
Yeah. I mean, Rhea, Gruthkol, and Ziliana.
All is good though. I don't know why I'm just.
You got a 9 with that roll?
Yep.
Dang.
All right, so I see a 9, a 9, and a 3. Which
Everything
brings-
That's actually 21 if you add it all together.
9.
All right. She sort of stops for a second, and like the sort of glowing that's swirling kind of in her eyes and around starts to dissipate a little bit as she looks over all of you.
All right, focus. I wish.
Right there, parrot.
Stanmore, yeah.
Yeah, right.
He's not here on purpose. He's got to make it.
Yeah. You realize that if you had Stanmore in the thing, he would become a mortal bird. He'd never be able to go to the pocket dimension.
Yeah, and when I kill him, I can't summon him back.
Right.
You just killed a bird.
He would just kill a bird.
It's always going to be a spirit, whether it's permanent or not.
You're making me a little bit nervous. All pacing about, looking nervous.
Holding your weapons, bloodlust in your hand.
I don't.
To be 100% honest with you, it is a little nerve-wracking being in theater. Every time we've been in theater so far, somebody has been attacked by fireball, and all these now civilians have come. You know, you are capable of protecting yourself, but all these civilians you invited along, it is really, it is we did not sign on to body today. We are not prepared. I am losing my mind. Very essentially, calm me down. So
Here's Gruthkol. I just grab her forearm because that's the highest part of her I could reach. To be fair, the last time that we were any place, we did get attacked by a state cultist.
Well, you tend to bring danger along with you, which she kind of glances around a little bit. I guess is potentially cause for a bit of alarm.
I mean, we went out for dinner once and got fireballed, so...
Not really reassuring me in any way.
I'm just saying, a girl's allowed to have a little bit of paranoia at that point.
You watch as she begins to cast a spell.
Okay.
And the spell completes.
Okay, I mean, I don't have a way to stop that.
All right. But I mean, it is
My
a
reaction is,
It is apparent that she is casting a spell.
Okay. I don't cast Dispel Magic, the spell I don't have.
All right.
You're thinking of counterspell, another one you don't have.
I also don't have that.
Fair enough. These memories are quite interesting. It seems like all of you have been through quite a bit.
Bonded by trauma.
Indeed. Well, it's certainly been revealing. And what is it exactly I'm supposed to get from all of this?
Get bent.
How long has it been?
About 9 minutes, 58 seconds, something like that, right?
It's been a few minutes.
This is falling apart real fast.
Well, you're
Bet
meant
you
to
wish.
get insight into a great creature's brain and
Can't believe it's not Holly.
possibly raises some questions with there are no memories that stood out to you, none that you know
Oh, rambling's gonna help. Great.
cause particular interest.
What did you get from the text?
She sort of takes a step back, sort of from the podium, and then, kind of looking like she's pretty much done with things, starts to kind of walk slowly down the podium.
I want to move forward. Cause
I gotta start over!
yeah, we need to get her back.
I mean, there's no use yelling across the theater.
No, you are completely correct. Let me come to you. Come on, everybody, we go. It is probably much better view up there. First goes up the stairs.
She comes down and Girthkle just goes charging up. Isn't it better if we chat up here?
I like how Grithkle said, I'm gonna come to you, but hasn't moved. Oh.
Doot.
It's just sort of like,
Come.
it's the one flaw in our plan, right? Where she's like, well, why are you doing this? And just sort of like, honestly, we didn't get that far.
This is all a bit odd.
Okay. You know what? Octaria, just. Can I go off script?
Girthkle, can I stop?
As you guys ponder down below, you do hear, the two of you that are up in the building, you do hear a knock on the door of the room you're in.
Occupado!
You hear a voice coming through the door, fairly quietly, but it is a voice you recognize. It's
Yes, come on in, Trelly.
yeah, it is the voice of Trelmar and Kesh. Listen, I've put together what you're trying to do here, and
That's impossible. This doesn't get to be put together.
well,
Like, you can't put it together, we can't even put it together.
I have a more direct solution if perhaps you want it.
Well, she stepped out of my field of ritual. What do you got for me?
Well, hold on a sec. Wait a second now, Doran.
Oh.
And why should we trust you?
Well,
Oh my god.
at this point, you don't have much of a choice.
Oh, I think I've got choices.
No, he's correct. We don't.
No, we do. We have
No, no.
choices. There's always a choice.
Well, the best choice is to hear him out first and then decide. So,
Spill it. Fast.
Well, open the door and let me in, and then I'll...
Nope. Tell me through the door.
I made hand open the door.
No!
All right. The door opens, and you see Trellmarn standing there with a fairly large crossbow in his hand.
I will step in front.
I just point at her.
I will step in
He's
front.
not. He's not like brandishing it at you. He just has
That would
it.
have been the best. What the?
I don't think so, mister. You better turn your butt back around and get that crossbow out of here.
It's gonna be hard to aim through this sparkly thing.
It's likely not going to work. This whole setup.
How do you even know we're here?
Well, you walked out of the theater and up into these buildings, while the other two of you tried to do some sort of ruse, escape out the other way. Your movements aren't exactly, well, doesn't
Good.
take much.
The word is good.
The cantaloupe vendor could have probably figured out what's going on here.
Well, why are you following Velo around anyway, huh? I know
But
why.
we
I know why you're
just-
following her.
We had a discussion earlier that said I
Yeah.
was going to kill her. Yes.
Yeah. Why shouldn't I call the guard on you right now?
Go ahead.
Okay then, maybe I will.
He
Kate-
walks in and puts down the crossbow on the bed, and puts a bolt next to it. Should likely do the trick if you can hit the right spot.
We
Besides,
will not be using that.
this whole lens thing, I mean, you expect her to hold still for 10 minutes.
Well, yes. I also didn't expect my people who were instructed to be in the shadows to walk right up in there.
And you did just give her all the knowledge that you have
Correct.
of what this
this was
thing
a-
does.
I believe in Dracoran poker, this is called all in. Yes.
Well, I do have to say one thing for you. You're at least audacious enough to be spread out during all of this.
No, not anymore. Look at him.
He's like, well, perhaps we can put all of this to rest if you're not willing to do it. And he sort of picks up the crossbow and puts the bolt
I'll
in
tackle
and
him.
puts it back.
I'll stop you.
No, I will tackle him.
No, I'm stopping you.
All right.
If only mechanically there was some way to resolve.
There is definitely. So this is going to be a grapple check from Doran Geos on Cadia to see. So we'll do a grapple, Doran Geos to Cadia, and then an attack from Cadia to Trellmarn if that goes through.
I'm sorry. I guess I will not be stopping you, but I'll try.
All right. So
Channeling grapple energy.
My athletics.
so this will be a strength athletics from Doran Geos, and then either strength
channel my
athletics from Cadia or
My inner
dexterity
petrified
acrobatics.
gargoyle. Hold on.
What am I doing?
Wait, would you not be better having Emperor Stanmore do the grapple instead?
I actually haven't brought him to the fray. On
I-
purpose.
Why? He has a way higher strength than Doran.
He probably can whoop me. Doran
What am
has
I
a
doing?
10. It's not my.
You are either whichever is higher. I would suggest either acrobatics or athletics to
or
contest.
history. As you think about historically, this lock is Don't mess this up. I have
Wait,
I have
ladies and
four
gentlemen,
numbers
that
that,
was a
don't
4.
win.
That was a 4.
Wait, this is athletics. You say.
As Cadia
suplex
goes,
her.
yeah. Doran just literally whisks her off her feet as Trellmarn loads the crossbow. Just sort
I
of.
will scream as hard and loud as I can.
All right. Those of you.
Oh, concentration check. Yes.
What?
For screaming.
No. For you
Just a
just
screaming.
You haven't taken any
damage?
damage. Only
Okay.
only damage causes concentration check.
Can I just drop it then?
You can drop the spell. Yes, that's
Okay,
you can do.
I'm dropping the spell and screaming.
All right. You all hear a scream. And
I look out the window, guilty.
Draco just like doesn't even react because it's Kadia.
It's just, I mean, she just kind of does that sometimes.
All right.
She's a chaos demon.
So, Trollmarn has finished loading the crossbow. As you hold Kadia, he
No, why are you weaker than I am? No, stop.
he
Where
ra-
is just that I'm clear, is where they are on the map where they actually are physically?
a little bit up from there and in a building, so
In a building,
further,
okay.
yeah.
I like how Kadia dropping the spell means they have perfect. Now Chalmern has perfect non-covered view of Villafreeze for his crossbow shot.
So Trollmarn lifts up the crossbow,
Another 40 feet off.
takes a step back, and pulls the trigger aimed right at Kadia. And we are going to all roll initiative, as this will be the first action. And you all hear the scream, so that's sort of happening simultaneously.
You're
in this.
the Vashem Varu. I knew it.
All right.
Shocker!
Let me
Wow.
Shocker.
No, I'm actually shocked.
No, he just really doesn't like you. He's.
That's because I know what he truly is.
To be fair, I could believe that just as much as the ultimate.
All right.
This was for not carrying the wine. In my house.
Yes. That's for snooping around my house, calling me a bunch of things, because I've said multiple things to him.
You have, in fact, said so many things to him.
All right.
And not carrying the drinks.
Get everybody on the turn order.
I whisper in your ear. I may have miscalculated.
And since he initiated this, he will get what is essentially a surprise round. I'm missing Dorand.
I rolled. Oh well. I will roll again and adjust it to an 11, whatever it
Okay,
comes
so
up.
Vela has to do something. Anyone else? Malthu is currently out of harm's way. All right.
Wait, is there literally like 300 feet of map we can't see to the south?
No, there's just a copy of this map. I had originally planned something slightly different, but that has gone away. So there's just a lot of extra useless map.
Planned? Did you know you were DMing?
Yeah. Not for this was like a remnant of a long time ago. Okay, so is everybody on here? As we will go into All right, Trollmarn is firing a crossbow shot at Kadia here.
The grapple condition applies.
Yes, but that does not give him advantage, because it just means her movement is 0, right? She's not restrained. She's grappled.
That might be true. That might all be true.
All right. That's not the right stat block. Okay. And here it... Oh, that's not the right button. There we go. Here comes the attack. And... So 22 hit you.
Well, I think it does.
All right, good. He lined it up. So here comes the damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Look at it, like give it up all your secrets with that little title of what the attack was from.
All right.
19.
So you take half of that poison damage. So 5 points of piercing, 9 points of poison for 14 total.
I I didn't want to have the embarrassment of misspelling Vashem Varu, so I chose a word that isn't even Vashem Varu to make up for it.
So I decided
That
to
way-
do it on purpose.
That way I can't lose.
All right.
I think you did.
Cool. And from there,
Half damage, what the hell?
Trollmarn. I will say that Dorand and Kadia, you can both act in this round, since it's not technically a surprise, because
So I can use a reaction?
you can use a reaction to hit Kadia more. You can, yeah,
No,
and
I have
anything you can do in combat. Yeah.
I have a viable reaction called Projected Ward. When a creature I see within 30 feet takes damage, I can use my reaction to cause the Arcane Ward to absorb that damage instead.
Okay.
And I currently have, under my Arcane Ward, 16 hit points of Ward that it has to go through to hurt Kadia.
All right. So that damage.
I don't
was it
know how the poison works.
I will say it can block the. I'll say it can block all of it. It just sort of like absorbs it.
It absorbs the poison as well then.
Yeah.
Should I use... She made her save though. It was
She made her save, so it's 14 points of total damage from the crossbow.
So
I
am
get
down
that
to-
back.
Yeah, you took 0 damage.
0 from
I
that.
literally
As
do the old extend my force field bubble.
Dorand, holding you tight, extends his protective bubble around you in an oddly loving moment.
Katie, I've always meant to tell you something.
I find you annoying, but I'm going to protect you.
All right. So that's a reaction to the shot. Your turn. Your turn, Dorand.
I had Zilliana on the turn order.
Well, we're still in the
We're going
first.
all the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
just down.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
I will let go of the grapple.
All right.
And
Kadia,
give
you're
the-
now free.
What are you doing? Look, like we have a very small window of opportunity here, and you're trying to bother her about some lady in the sewers and her brother. I assume, maybe incorrectly even.
Trollmarn seems to be chuckling a little bit to himself as he reloads the crossbow.
Is he still looking at us? Or
Yes,
her?
he is.
Oh, for the love of God. Oh, well, I tried my diplomacy, which is just free action talking, I assume.
All
So
right.
here we go with this. I will do...
We'll say there's like 10 feet between you two or something. He did take a step back, so. Why is that?
I don't
so-
like the new purple box. That
Yeah,
makes it
that's-
unreadable. Holy schmoly.
Slow.
Yes, I will
All right.
just
So
target
what is the?
up to 6 creatures, and in
So-
this case, 1. So
What
it
am
is
I? Wisdom saving.
It is a...
God, this is hard to read.
Yeah, it is very difficult to read, but if it are...
Creature affected by the spell makes another
Wisdom
wisdom
save.
saving throw. So wisdom save. All right. Mr. Cash.
Yeah, first paragraph. Not that we can tell what that might be in this. I don't like this whole thing. I don't like that at all.
22.
Can I just do it? If I did, no, that still made it bad. 22 fails because I don't like that number.
All right. Fair enough. Why
right,
That's
didn't?
so
how
I'll just-
mechanics work.
Lose my spell like a
Wait,
fool.
why didn't? Where did his roll go? Oh, there it is. It's above. You clicked it again. I get it. All right. So, unfortunately, does not go through.
Hmm.
Kadia, I do believe it's your turn.
For the love of mockery and fucking Vashem Varu, fucking sucking motherfucker. Dissonant whispers. I don't know what I just said. Okay.
We don't know either.
All right.
Against me?
Wisdom save.
To me?
All
Oh,
right.
to Chalmarn.
All right. Wisdom save there. 16.
Oh my, oh my god.
You rolled Velabris's stat block.
Oh,
Ow.
well then I need to roll Tremorn's stat block.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to look up. Dang it.
Thank you.
9.
Nothing. There's no... oh.
9.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right. So what is this? Good God, these.
He has to take damage. Did it roll damage when I did that? 15 psychic damage, and he has to move away from us.
Uses his reaction, I believe.
I will.
Or does he move away in your next turn?
1 second. Just no whispers. Can we do this and it'll give us the information? Yes. Okay.
God, this is not helpful at
Immediately use its reaction.
all. All right. So takes the psychic damage. All right. You get the sense that the psychic damage doesn't quite affect him as much as you would think. And what was that damage?
15, I believe.
15. So halved to 7. Right. And he kind of finishes loading, sort of grabs his head with one hand and books it out the door. And you hear, sounds like footsteps going downstairs.
I will take my movements to move, like, in the doorway so I can see what's happening with him.
Okay, so just sort of watching him go out.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you see him taking off down the stairs as you kind of chase after him, stopping at the top of the stairs where the door is, and you see him quickly disappear out of your view as he kind of winds down. Because remember, you're 3 floors up, so that he has enough movement to kind of get down 1 flight of stairs.
Dorant! As I stand here with a crossbolt in me.
No, I blocked that with magic.
It was blocked.
Stop being dramatic.
Oh.
Go get him.
It would have been there!
Yeah, I stopped it. I had to stop you just in case he was on our side. And then when he wasn't, I stopped him from shooting you.
Can I...
I did so good.
It's so good. Thank you.
All right, Ziliana, you hear a scream.
More like bickering. It's more like bickering.
So I'm like, well, that might as well happen. So I think I'm gonna do. Hang on, I want to check to see. Oh, all right. I'm gonna take a step back, and I'm gonna moonbeam Velabreeze.
All right.
So she needs to make a Constitution DC 15.
Con save, Velabreeze on the right step block. 3.
3, okay. So she's gonna take
Yes.
16 points of radiant damage, and then this. Well, I guess.
God, why am I doing this from like space orbit? I'm so zoomed out on the map, and I don't need to be. I'm like trying to click the icons. Alright.
So if it fails, it also instantly reverts. If it's a shape changer, reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
All right. And what was the damage you said? 16?
16 radiant.
All right. And please doodle the moonbeam.
I'm always really bad at doing it in the right radius.
This anticipation.
Oh, it'll be 4
is
four
killing
squares.
me.
I understand now. Okay.
This anticipation is killing me.
Alex, writing a new corn song?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna move it though. I'm gonna do it here. I didn't quite draw it exactly right, but it's a 5 square or 5 foot radius, right?
Yeah, good enough.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Sorry. I'm quite happy.
All right. So As all of this transpires, the beam itself comes down, and
The band gets involved. Oh, that's the sign.
you see a form that seems like it's made almost entirely of residuum appear, sort of in the shape of Vela there.
You Vela Breeze.
Wait. Hold on. What the fuck is that?
All right. Anything else? Movement?
The Vashem Varu, the thing that we knew that she already won.
No, we didn't know that.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did. I'm gonna continue to step back here. Is that a climb up?
It's 5 feet, yeah. So.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go here, there then, and concentrate from up there.
All right.
love it. Love when the ruler comes out.
All right. It is now. I'm gonna keep the other icon on the map just because she's not actually up there, but so she shows up on the turn order still. All right. It is Vela's turn. Is this a start or an end turn in the thing? I think it's end turn, right?
Oh my god, I'm looking at Dissonant Whispers. I'm so sorry. Because it enters the spell's area for the first time, or on its turn, starts its turn there. So I think probably this would...
That would
Yeah.
be the first roll then.
Yeah.
So enters it. So that thing didn't take effect until her turn.
Right. So
Okay.
luckily
So
she
that
was right
okay.
after
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Okay.
So
that's fine.
it didn't.
So it doesn't. We don't have to resolve it again.
Correct.
That is all I needed to know. Okay. And you do notice as you cast your spell, what level spell is Moonbeam?
I cast it at 2nd level.
All right. So you notice immediately the residuum from your spell just goes and just absorbs right into her.
Stop doing that.
All right. Now her turn. She will immediately move 5, 10, 15 to there, and you can see her form as she steps out of that, reverts back, I do believe,
Whoa.
to Vela.
She's a reflectionist.
And then she just sort of looking at you, walking forward. As she sort of coalesces, it stops glowing for a second and sparkling, and then there's just this flash of energy out from her, and she is going to use Essence Drain. Here we go, coming at you. So I need the 3 of you in the amphitheater to make a Charisma saving throw.
Okay, so hold on. I have delicious new goodies. Let me find out the exact wording of this by opening Dungeons and Dragons Beyond.
It's almost as if we should have had this ready to go.
It's almost as if I just closed it instead of clicking to the tab.
I feel that pain. I do it constantly.
Is this a paladin thing? Like,
It is
aura?
very much a paladin thing.
Yeah, delay of game penalty on the paladin.
Oh my god, where are you? Other?
I'm
Nope.
probably not going to be in your
Features
aura.
and traits, that's where it would be. Probably not. Aura protection. While you're conscious, you grant all friendly creatures, including you, within 10 feet, a +3 bonus to all saving throws.
I got
Wow. I have a
18.
+9 and they rolled an 11.
Is that with the +3?
That's with the +3, yeah.
So Rhea is the only one that saves. there. Ziliana and Gruthkul, you are both drained 2 spell slot levels, as you can feel the magic sort of just being pulled out of you. This can be 2 level 1 spells or 1 level 2 spell.
Understood.
So please account for that. And as that energy soaks in, you can see, so that's 2 level 2s. You can see her recharging as this happens. All right. And since she was 15 to there, going up and down the bleacher pillars thing is difficult terrain, by the way. So she will move up to there and then end her turn. Rhea.
Alright, I am going to cast Bless at first level.
Alright. As you cast Bless, the energy residuum goes down and soaks up in towards her.
No. So, creatures within range, and the range is 30 feet. Do I need to move before I cast this? No. I will bless myself, Ziliana, and Gruthkul.
Fella. Got it.
And I am now concentrating and blessed. And then I will use my bonus action to summon my reflection. Mew. Up here.
All right.
Pardon.
Bless you? Question mark?
Bless you.
And then I will go to there. And I will end my turn.
All right. Trellmarn's turn. All right.
Oh, hang on. I need to make a Constitution saving throw. I realized for the damage. Or wait, did I take damage?
Did not take damage.
So I do not need to do. Okay.
Correct. All right. And so does Dissonant Whispers, is there another save involved, or is there, it just
No.
ends at the end of the turn? Okay. So you do hear footsteps coming back up the stairs. And once he sort of rounds the stage or the corner of the stairs there, you can see that no longer crossbow in hand, and the crossbow itself just sort of morphs into like this sort of globule of residuum energy, and he just expels it out of his hand up at you. And he is going to attack you, Kadia, with...
He's using the residuum?
Yep. And I don't think this is going to roll because it didn't... Oh, there we go. It didn't... or is this... yeah.
That says Vela Breeze.
You're starting to get it. So wait, hold on. This is supposed to be an attack roll.
So I don't save?
You will save for the second part of it.
Not the first dexterity part?
Here's the attack roll. Does 12 hit you?
12 is my armor class.
Glorious.
What?
How did you
All
get my
right.
armor?
So
I did. That's it. That's the max I can get without. That is my max. I have no dexterity.
All right. So you take 20 points of force damage, and I need you to.
Have to have a cravat, she said. It's all the rage, she said.
How much of that would be? How much is left in your thing that you did? Or was it just that?
I
and
could
that was it?
use another reaction
Oh,
to
no.
to extend it once again, but I only have 2 points of damage.
I just didn't know how it worked. That's okay.
Right. At this point, I'm a little selfishly not going to do that for you.
Wait, how is
That's
it?
all right.
I'm struggling to see why it rolled damage. This is not an attack ability. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm really confused as to why it rolled. Oh, because there's damage written in this slot for some reason, and it's
You said
rolling.
It
save?
says 20 force damage. And
Yeah,
then
yeah. I don't. The 20
more
force damage is
force
what's
damage.
confusing me. All right. So, as this
It was close.
this strikes into you, you see it slam in to Cadia, and so now you take the 20 force damage, as you have not avoided it.
No, it says.
Oh, no, 13. It rolled it already. 13. So you take 13 force damage, and you need to succeed on a Constitution saving throw, as all of this, the residuum energy around you just collapses in on you in this sort of like thunderous pounding wave. All right. So you are now deafened and blinded as your head is sort of reeling and everything is ringing there until the end of your next turn. That is his first one of those, and so he'll do this again at you.
Oh no.
What exactly is this?
It is an attack of him sort of gathering residuum, and it bursts out at you, it surrounds you, and then just implodes in on you. As if the
Okay, so it's
residuum
not like-
itself is destroying itself into you and releasing this sort of force as it does it. So one more of these. So I need another dexterity saving throw. Is this at disadvantage because you're blinded? I don't think so. Let's look that up. No, that's only attack rolls.
Okay.
So normal.
15.
So that fails. So you take 15 more points of force damage, and you don't have to make that. And that will end his turn.
15 more or oh yeah. I see
Yeah,
the
15
number.
in the
Okay.
middle. Yeah, I don't know what that. I'll just get rid of that. I don't know what that extra one does.
And then I don't.
It's
have
just
to make
rolling the damage twice. Yeah, you're already
Okay.
under death. All right, Doran, you are up as you just see this sort of implosion of energy around her, and no residuum remains past that.
Hold the line, I say, not knowing she's deaf. So I have to test a few things. One is I'm not sure, even though they're all the same and all the same person, and clearly now with the use of the residuum here, it looks like Trelmarn is also that same thing. However, I'm very unfamiliar with if one takes damage, do they all take damage or whatnot. But I'm also unfamiliar with how extended the residuum absorption is. So I would like to do a magic missile. If I have magic missile. As I look at my spells, I do. I do not. This is the wrong character. I wish I had magic missile. Well, then I'm just going to simply do my ray. Oh my god, 60 foot. Okay, well, all of my distance spells don't exist. I'm going to run into the hall, try to get between Trelmarn version Vela and my companion who's doing the whole Helen Keller thing. And I'm going to use the following.
All right.
I would like to levitate him. Oh my god. I hate this new thing. What is this? This is actually like it's actually the old thing. The old the purple boxes are the old way it used to be.
Unwilling creature succeeds on a Constitution save.
Constitution save.
All right.
I also wonder if this makes them all float. Let's find out.
18.
No, it doesn't matter because all of my spells are being ignored.
Rolled pretty well on
Shiza,
that.
that's my second level spell slot. I will certainly stand in between them and I'll just represent that by moving over here and go. All right, at least Grithcole will probably be successful.
All right, and you do notice the energy from your spell does whiff down in, and there seems to be this sort of floating shell of energy there. Arcadia, I do believe you are blind and deaf, but it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what, if any.
I'm gonna teach you how to write by holding your palm.
1 sec. Yeah. Is there any way I can break this without any spell? No.
You can end your turn and it will end.
Well, we want to expend things. So this isn't that, it's no like sort of charm or anything, right?
Nope.
I believe all of my things are a verbal thing. So I guess I will just end my turn.
All right. And as you sort of shake it off, your blurry vision comes back to you and the ringing of your ears subsides. You see Doran standing in front of you between you and Trelmarn.
Oh, thank God!
Yeah. All right, Gruthkul, you are up.
Okay, Grithcolius, let me put a icon for blast really quick. I don't want to search for it, so it's going to be a potion. So you said that it's difficult terrain on the stairs, right?
Yes, so...
Okay, so I can get behind her with, like... I can get behind her.
Yeah, you should be able to with your movement. But that last step up is 2, but you're still fine.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to... Great Weapon Master Maul Swing.
Alright, let's go to the hall.
18, gonna add bless
18 will hit.
just in case. Okay. It's gonna deal 25 points of damage.
Alright.
That was a max roll, by the way.
Slamming in. As you see that sort of shimmering barrier around her that all of this energy kept absorbing to, it gets just smashed and it kind of shatters in fragments in this almost sort of like geometric pattern breaking around her. It seems like
She's a Borg.
Let's
broken.
go for one more.
All right.
Gonna roll my plus this time. I have advantage actually. So flanking, so 20.
20 will hit.
We will deal another max damage roll.
Jesus. All right. And
What do you
25.
think you are? Some barbarian?
25 damage will go through.
And really quickly,
She's
I
repeatedly
Nice.
critting.
This is the hardest way to crit.
that's
getting
all
match
I'll do.
rolls.
All I'll do for now.
All right. Ziliana, you are up.
Okay, sorry, just trying to figure out what to do with my moonbeam. Gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna do use my bonus action to put up my hawk totem. Gonna put it right here. It has a 30-foot. I don't know how to put an aura on that. 30-foot aura there, and then I am going to let's wild shape, shall we? and become a wolf. Choose. I'm gonna become a wolf. I did it. I did it. So excited. And oops. Come over here, like right underneath my hawk aura. Oh no, I'm not. I think I'm gonna stay here. Because I used all my actions, I can't attack. And just wait a minute. What is my movement as a 40 feet? I started there. I think I am going to back up, though, knowing that I can move farther later. Okay. So I'm going to move there. So the Hawk Totem, I can give advantage on my reaction, as a reaction, to my allies in the aura.
All right.
Okay.
It is Avella's turn. Let me just do something real quick here. All right. As Vela begins to cast a spell, Gruthkul, you see appearing between you and her this sort of shimmering aura of sort of energy that sort of very quickly becomes this geometric pattern of sort of these golden sort of beads of energy weaving in and out. As it appears, a wall of force is erected between the two of you. There. And wrong layer. She is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, up to there. And so this wall that has come out is sort of from where it is 20 feet high, from the like staggered up. So it's like a 20-foot wall coming out, then sort of going up at an angle. Okay, that will do it for her turn. Rhea.
Okie dokie. I will. I don't think this changes what I'm gonna do. And I will take 2 rapier attacks.
All right.
Here comes the first one.
10
Plus
will
bless.
miss.
Would you like advantage on that?
11 will miss.
Can you do it retroactively?
No.
I can do it. It says when a creature makes an attack roll against a target spirit orga, you can use my advantage. No, I guess you would. I can't remember what we determined. Does it say like I'm going to attack and then I say it, or is it?
Yeah,
after?
if I say that whether or not it hits, then it has
But if
resolved.
you wanted to give
You
it
can
to
do
me
it.
on, the,
You
on
can
my
do it
second
now.
attack.
Yes.
Okay, we'll do it on your second attack then.
Okay.
Okay.
So first one misses, second one plus bless. 18.
18 will hit.
All right. 8 points of piercing damage.
All right. Goes through.
And
Have we talked about how the reflection pictures remind me of the He-Man video?
yes, we have.
Okay.
That I will end my turn.
Alright, hold on. And she will choose to expend a legendary resistance to make that save instead. To keep the wall up. Alright, Trelmarn's turn. So he's got Kadia standing behind Dorand here. So two of you lined up nicely. He is going to target Dorand first with Coalescence, but is also going to use his bonus action. Oh, the other thing I need to do. Let's just see this. Okay, that does not come back. Targeting you with Coalescence and bonus action, adding residual shift to this. So this is a dexterity saving throw.
Beg you to reconsider. So I would like to make sure that I read this shield correctly. I thought shield also messed with dexterity saving throws. It looks like it does not.
Cover does, but
What does?
cover does.
Cover
but
does?
yeah.
Yes, certainly. I was thinking it did that. It does not. So I will just
Unfortunate
take my Is this a spell I can counterspell?
It is not a spell. These are like action abilities.
But what if it was?
If it was, you could definitely counterspell it.
Oh, I see. Oh,
16
did you say charisma saving throw?
makes it
Oh, that's the second part.
any creature. So and then you have to make a charisma saving throw. Yes, but so nothing happens from the first part.
But I'm not a potentially affected creature anymore since I avoided the first part. Am I
any-
reading that wrong?
In addition to the effect of the spell, any potentially affected creature must also any spell as an additional effect in addition to any potentially affected. So potentially affected means it doesn't matter if it hits or misses. It's just like a little kicker. That's part of it. All right. You're able to, as the energy sort of dissipates, you're able to kind of dodge out of the way and then it sort of just trickles down, not having connected with anything. And as the dust falls over Kadia, you watch as Doran's form just sort of fades into this glimmering golden
What
dust.
a world! What a world! Lone Star.
So you are now considered to be on the residual plane. Everything looks very gold and swirly to you. It's kind of like being on the ethereal plane, more or less. So you can anything that you can perceive, anyone who can perceive residuum can perceive you. But you
They
are
also exist on this plane, clearly.
they exist on this plane, but not in a. You can see them, so you can see everything, right?
Right.
But his form is on the material plane at the moment.
Okay.
So you can't interact with anything in the material plane. This is the same thing that happened to all of those people.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So you
Of course it did.
cannot interact with any of the anything materially. Anything on this plane, though, you can, as normal. And there is
Nothing here.
there's
A
this as well.
rampaging residuum beast.
So you can will yourself back to the material plane. You can use your action to do that, but if you fail, you take damage.
If I fail my action, what?
If you fail to, will yourself back, you take psychic damage.
Ouch. Looks like I'm stuck here forever.
All right. And second coalescence is going to now target you.
So it's a dex.
Dex save.
Excellent.
I
didn't roll two-
only
I have failed.
7. 7, and you're blinded and deafened.
Great. So I cannot help you.
All right, that does it for his turn.
Don't you have to take a con save before you're...
Yes.
Before. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. Hold on. One moment. 12.
So you succeed. So you're not. You take the damage, but are not
Okay.
blinded and deafened. Doran, you find yourself in the residual plane, and kind of quickly piecing together that you're not actually dead, and you didn't take any damage. You were just sort of plane shifted slightly.
Wait a minute. Nomarius, what are you doing here? Tag in! Alright,
Please no.
so, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and try
Please,
this
yes.
will thing. What's my requirement? Is it just...
Charisma saving throw, DC 15.
I really shouldn't be trying this. The odds are 25%. Well, I'm going to bolster that with good luck. Ah, yes. You may go and punish me for trying.
All right. Why don't you roll it?
I don't want to. Also, I can't seem to roll it. It's not clickable. You can roll a d10 if that's what you'd like. Roll 1d1. 0, unfortunately. Ugh.
5 points.
Okay, so that will eat through my last 2 of my bubble
I'm gonna move you
and
guys
do
sort of
actual
up
damage
a
to
little bit
Doran,
So we can see.
and thus defeats Doran immediately, and I give up.
All right. Cool. Party has
Okay,
conceded.
update.
Dungeon
It did.
Master wins Dungeons and Dragons. All right. Katia, you are up if you're done, Doran. You can move around and
Wait.
stuff.
I will be done.
Okay.
Yes.
Katia, you are up.
Okay. I am going to cast Fear.
Okay. Do you have a target?
Trelmarn.
Myself. I'm
All right.
scared. Success.
Each creature in a 30-foot cone. Wisdom saving throw. Drop whatever it's holding. It's not really holding anything at the moment, as he disapparated his crossbow into residuum. So wisdom save coming at you.
Drops his hands.
13.
Oh, it fails! He fails!
So what happens?
Dash the fuck out of here.
A creature must take the dash action move and move away from you the safest route possible on each of its turns unless there is nowhere to move. All right.
Scary.
Easy enough.
Okay, so that was that.
He looks
Yes.
frightened.
That's my turn.
But the question is, does the other look frightened?
Gruthkul, you are up.
Well, that's a good question.
Okay. Gruth Coleus is going to cast Misty Step and teleport to here. Nothing personal, kid. And going to swing some more.
The reflection waves.
Way back. And smack. That's gonna be a miss. Let's roll anyway.
I already used my reaction. Sorry.
I already have advantage.
Yes. That
There's
will be a miss.
Let's go for one more. 15. Gonna add plus. 18. That'll be a hit.
All right. And is there damage?
There might
Damage.
be. 21.
21. All right. Accounted for. And Misty Step is what level spell?
Second level.
All right. Accounted for.
That will be all.
Slamming in. Not really armored in any way, you can see. All right. Ziliana, you are up.
Mm-hmm. So, with the Wall of Force, magic can't go through it, correct?
No, I don't believe.
This is the Wall of Force.
I
I
got
don't
it.
know if you looked at it already. This is the text.
Wall of Force. There we go.
Didn't Velabraze just take damage?
She did.
Oh, it is a concentration spell. That makes sense.
She's fine.
She's fine. Nothing can physically pass through the wall.
So any spell that forms on a point, I'm pretty sure you can cast, but anything that's like a projectile you can't, I think. Yeah, so you have options.
Not great ones with you guys there. I mean, oh, wait a minute.
I know one that is probably pretty good.
Is it Detect Thoughts?
Yeah, did Holly take that one?
No, I took
Paul-
silence.
Holly, you're throwing this fight.
That was your
Holly.
fault.
Holly.
I should have.
Okay. Let's alright, I'm gonna drop Wild Shape because I can't cast like this. I can't cast like this. I can't work like this.
Can't work at these conditions.
It's just terrible. Just so terrible. Oh, that's a cat. That's a cat. There's me. Okay, there's me. I'm gonna go down here next to Rhea. Oh no, I don't want to clump up. Sorry, that's a bad idea.
I guess.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm gonna do 2 beasts of challenge rating 1 or lower, 1 on either side of Vela.
Okay.
I know this makes her stronger, but I don't really have a ton of options right now.
Baby
so
seals.
I am
Baby
aiming
seal,
for
2
2 dire wolves.
A direwolf cannot fit on the one side of her.
What about on top?
Direwolves are large creatures.
They sure are. All right, let's do a beast of 2 on that side.
I mean, you can have direwolves, it just can't fit on the... I'll show you how big a direwolf is.
Right. I just don't know how I'm
Did that.
gonna be that effect.
That's how big direwolves are.
Big boys.
Yeah, let's do 2 big boys. Did you want me to roll to see if I get what I want?
No, I'll give you direwolves.
Okay.
And what level spell is that? 3rd?
That is a 3rd level spell. Of course it is. Come on. What? And when I conjure, summon creatures are friendly to you. Do I get... Oh, obey any verbal commands that you issue to them. No action required by you. So they can attack when I I can have them move and attack on my turn. Yes.
Where is this linked?
I was trying. This one's a real fun one to.
Summon some stuff. Does things. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group. So we're skipping that. They act on. They'll act on your turn. They obey verbal commands. You issue them. No action required by you. So yeah, they'll just go at the end of your turn, essentially.
All right.
So that we keep all of that stuff together.
Perfect. Okay. Excellent. Then I'm like, attack! With the 2 C's. And I know that only one of them can do it, but
they can both attack.
Oh, do they both have room to attack?
One's at a diagonal, right?
Yeah. Okay. And I think they do so with advantage.
They have pack tactics, yeah. So
yeah.
Neither of them are flanking.
This is the first one. I'm gonna roll it twice. Same for both. And if they need to succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
All right.
So that's Direwolf 1 at the top.
First one, strength. 13, so that makes it for the not falling prone. And takes 13 piercing.
Okay, I'll roll number 2.
And 11, so another save. So prone on that one.
Okay.
Prone. And that is 24.
Oh, and they're also considered, their attacks are considered magical.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Accounted for?
That's my turn.
Alright. Vela will use half her movement to go to the GM later. No, that's not what's going on. Half of
Interesting choice.
Half of her... she would like to go to the GM layer. No, I almost just did it again. I just want to take the icon off to stand up. There we go. Have her movement to stand up, and then she will use her action to dash there. So that triggers from
reflection.
So reflection and 2 dire wolves.
Okay.
20 from me, not natural.
20 hits. Alright. Since she rolled it first, so makes the first one, and we'll choose to succeed on the second one instead, staying up. So that is
So there's a crit on the first direwolf.
Crit on the first direwolf, so that's 18 from the first direwolf, and then 8, so it's 26 direwolf.
If her AC is 18, it missed.
Her AC is not 18.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I got that wrong from before.
And then 9 points of piercing.
So 18 plus 8 is 26 magical. All right. And then what was yours?
9 non-magical.
9 non-magical. All right. Looking in dire straits as she steps the edge and hops off. This will trigger from you, Gruthkul. She looks like she's fleeing in fright.
She's gonna take that attack, preferably to the face. So it would have triggered here, right?
No. It would
Yeah,
have triggered
I'm pretty sure
here.
when you were making a move to leave. Oh no, no.
No,
that's
it
right.
triggers
She
when you
would've gone
leave
all
your
the way
range.
around.
Yeah, you don't have
you're
advantage
right.
on it,
No,
unfortunately.
I don't. Unless Zoyana
Although-
has
Yeah.
a reaction.
The
Sorry.
dire wolves have used their reaction for.
No, Zoyana.
Yeah.
But I needed to call it before you made it.
You can call it after the.
After the attack.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you have to wait until she
Then-
actually makes an attack roll, right? In order for it to.
Oh,
even-
all right. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I got it confused. Then yes, I'm gonna give you advantage. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not after
Uh,
it like resolves.
yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Excuse me.
Bless
that'll be
you.
a hit, and it will deal 18 points.
All right. You strike her. How do you want to do this?
All right. So as she runs to like jump off, I want to like just like bring them all the way around my head and just like take her legs out from under her, so she just like falls straight down head first.
All right.
And cracks
Sweeping
her neck.
down, she kind of stumbles over, falls, and hits the ground. There's a little puff of cloud, and you look over the wall, and appears to be a little bit of a crowd of people there as they watch.
Oh,
and-
this was very bad,
and
kids.
you see her just fall and smack, landing into the ground. Trollmarn
Kids, this is the worst of all possible worlds.
Trollmarn collapses as well as there's sort of a gasp that's let out. We are out of combat at the moment as her body just lays there on the ground.
I would like to come back from the other world.
All right. Let's charisma save until you either kill
Durant!
yourself or
Durant! Durant!
I'm sorry. I'm gonna die.
I will say if Kadia, if you can think of a way as he can perceive you, but you can't perceive him. If you'd like to think of a way to help try to give him advantage on this, or
Yes.
some other means of helpfulness, you can certainly do
Doran,
so.
come back! Doran, come back!
At disadvantage now.
We need you. Trailmarn has collapsed. Doran, come back! Inspiration?
Should I roll damage each time I roll this?
I can roll it.
Okay, thank you.
Boop. Boop.
This bardic inspiration is what dice?
8.
Minus
Okay, well.
1d4.
I will make my next attempt. Oh, I'm sorry. I took 8 hit points of damage too. That's a shame. Okay, this isn't gonna last very long. I'm a wizard, Harry. Wait,
You're a hairy wizard.
I'm gonna be okay somehow by my own lonesome.
All right.
I inspired you anyway.
As you do sort of come back, everything is sort of wibbly wobbly for a moment, and then you recoalesce. Katie, you see him sort of form back out of the residuum there.
Katie. I'm sorry. Is he dead?
I thought you did it!
I thought they always escape if they die. Let's just make sure that's not true.
Okay, let's
put
go
him on the
stab
bed
him.
there. No, put him on. I'm gonna use the thingy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Drag. Wait, what am I doing?
You're just gonna put him there, right
Oh.
there.
Okay. You know
Back
that he's
away.
like. Oh, all right.
Okay, now, make 10 minutes go by really quickly.
The only way I know how to do that is by performing for 10 minutes.
No, I
So-
said quickly.
I'm gonna make the time pass faster. Yeah.
I aim it at
I'm
her.
gonna make the.
This has the opposite effect.
All right, so as
Close to a crawl.
so as that's going on, your Trollmarn's body is there. You can sort of drag it up the stairs if you would like to aim the thing at it. The crowd sort of has come in and formed a little bit of a circle around, and they look up at Gruthkol, and they start yelling, They killed Velaprise!
Okay, we need to deal with this. Gruthkul, stay out of sight. And I am
I'm
going.
just standing up here.
Go get down. And I am going to dismiss my reflection. Actually, I'll just keep my reflection up. I'm just gonna leave her in here.
Direwolf
and
is
go
like licking your
outside
hand.
No, I'm hugging my wolves. I'm so excited.
They can't. The wall of force is gone now. So.
Come here, buddies.
And Affy just like fucked off, right?
You have no idea where Affy is.
Cool. No doubt. So I will go out. Where I'm wearing my Aureus Academy armor, and I guess I will collect the arcane guard that's out in front.
There are two of them, and the crowd is sort of like pushing forward at the doors, and they're doing their best to like, hold them back.
And I'm just gonna put on my best I am Aureus Academy, and I am dealing with this situation. Look, get out of my way, and I'm gonna shoulder my way through the crowd to get to where Breeze's body is.
All right, make a charisma intimidation roll.
Can I provide assistance by being big, holding a maul covered in...
I'm gonna, if you try to actively follow me, I'm gonna push you back, and I'm gonna say again, stay out of sight.
But I'm like I am 7 foot.
Gruthkul, I know
awkward.
this, and I love you.
The amphitheater is not big enough to house my giant muscular frame.
But this is very bad, and you need to stay out of sight. I might need to. I'm saying this before I go out. I might need to theatrically put you in chains shortly. So just stay here for a second and chill, alright?
Gruthkul makes her escape in the meantime. The idea not.
Gruthkul goes on the lamb.
Liliana's just playing fetch. She has no...
Do I still have Bless up right now or no? Oh no, Bless isn't skill checks, is it? It's attack rolls and saving throws.
If only the descriptions for all of these abilities were available somehow for you to look at.
If only. Attack roll or saving throw does not apply. So I will make my intimidation check. Not at advantage. I forgot to turn it off. Doesn't matter. 12.
All right. You are somewhat resisted by the crowd. They don't seem to immediately part. There's a lot of sort of yelling and confusion. More people are kind of gathering.
Excuse me.
And
you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna get my reflection over next to me. The two of us are gonna go and push our way through. So now I have a glowing fucking angel creature with the kind of incorporeal wings also backing me up.
all right. It serves to draw more attention, which seems to bring more people there.
And shout out over the crowd, clear a space.
All right. As based on the 12 intimidation roll, they continue to behave the same way. Ziliana and Gruthkul, you do notice that in the two where are we? In the amphitheater itself, the two braziers burst into flames.
Can I use Druidcraft to take them out?
Link Druidcraft for me.
Sure can.
Seems like this was planned.
Snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire. I will say that these are larger than small campfires, so unfortunately not.
Of course they are.
8-foot wide brazier is larger than a small campfire.
Not in the south.
Not
Oh, I'm
small
gonna
bonfire.
hang on. Can I? Oh shit! Do I get the sense that they were magically lit?
They weren't lit before, and then they were suddenly on fire.
But Pippin is climbing down the backside.
Can I use dispel magic to put them out?
if you'd like to use a magic spell slot, you can certainly do that.
All right. Okay, we'll do that.
All right. 3rd level spell slot. Which one are you going to?
Oh shit! I can't do them both.
You have no idea. You don't know what's going on. So,
Well,
what's your target of dispel magic? Because you can't. I target both of the magical things I think are magical.
Well, I didn't know if the effect
Yeah.
did it at the same time. You know what I mean? Like my range is 120 feet.
Yep.
I mean, I would like to try for both, but I guess
You can
I
target
really
one
give
of them. Yeah.
my kid
To start.
Okay, that one.
All right. Targeting the far one has no effect.
Okay. Cool.
You get the sense that the source of the ignition may have been magical, but the fire itself is not magical. Just something that's on fire.
Okay.
They were like, loaded up to be ignited.
Sure. Okay.
And as Ria's pushing laboriously through the crowd, Zilliana, are you still sort of up top there? Gruthkul, are you still up top there?
I think I will
I would
back
go down
down.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. On your sort of last peek over the side, Zilliana, as you're trying to deal with these braziers, you do see that sort of smoke billows up the sides, and then you hear calls from the crowd. Bring her to the square. And that's where we will take our break.
Mm.
Oh my god, break. Cool.
Well, yes.
Yes, 5-minute break. We will see you back in a little bit. That went exactly as planned, so good. And we will see what will happen now that Ding Dong, the Vashem Varu is dead.
Ding dong, Vashem Varu dead.
Back in 5.
In the head.
didn't hear what you said.
I don't think so.
We're missing a Bethany.
No, Bethany.
Beth is back.
Back again.
Cool. Thank you for the follow, Ezekiel. I'm pretty sure I nailed that the first try, so I'm not going to try again. Thanks for the follow. Welcome back to the epic conclusion on the rise. This time I might not be lying. So, we're just waiting for Beth to return to us. Or unmute her microphone.
One
We're
of
going to
the
wait
two.
in silence and do nothing entertaining at all. Ice cream ASMR.
Ice cream ASMR.
Ice cream ASMR.
What is the preferred ice cream in the household?
Cookie dough. Mint chocolate chip. Cookie dough mint chocolate chip.
Is that a thing?
Yes, actually it is.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems like too much.
The thing's like, it's not a thing if you're doing like the mixing in a bowl.
Yeah.
That's not a.
I like coffee Oreo.
It's
Ooh, I don't.
That's
ha-
what
I
we're eating right now. Coffee, cookies, and cream.
I haven't had that.
it's really good.
That's really funny.
It's
that
really good.
Out of all the flavors,
It's
I
literally the
constantly
only ice
say-
cream that's ever in the house, aside from sometimes vanilla.
that's really funny.
I'm a big fan of hot dog chunk.
Why?
It's
Why
great.
is this my cross to
with
bear?
with
Vanilla schnitzel is a really good.
mustard swirl hot dog chunk. Oh, it's so good.
I swear that I have seen some like form of this ice cream actually in the grocery store before. So every time you mention it, I'm like,
Hot dog
that's the-
chunk.
I mean, ketchup
there
and
was-
mustard.
Yeah, there was a place where near us where we went to college, with a diner that on April Fool's Day would always do a really disgusting flavor, and then they would have a whole list, and I'm pretty sure hot dog was on it. They would do
You're
things
speaking
like
it
they-
into existence, Casey.
It's delicious.
Okay, yes, it does exist. It's called Ice Dog Sandwich.
It's a terrible name.
It's from Oscar Mayer.
They're for dogs though.
Yes,
not for
but
humans.
I did see this at a grocery store, proving I'm not insane.
I don't
That
think
doesn't actually.
Prove
we'll
And
just.
thus I am sane.
I have found out about a hot dog ice cream, and thus I am sane. Said no one ever.
He said me.
Said Holly just now.
The gourd, the sandal, which shall I follow?
Beth. Not here yet.
On another note, I'm drinking eggnog.
It's not Christmas.
Eggnog or eggnog?
Eggnog. No, it's just regular eggnog. I'm working tomorrow.
You're working tomorrow?
so it's just egg juice.
Eggnog's no joke. Wait.
I am here.
Oh, my favorite eggnog is the Southern
Hot dog
Comfort
chunk.
Vanilla. It will make you like eggnog.
I don't think I've ever had eggnog.
If you get it, get the Southern Comfort
you?
Vanilla.
Have you ever thought about drinking an egg?
Every morning.
As one would.
You know, when you crack the egg and you're just like, huh, maybe I should
No, I don't know that. I very much do not know that.
That's it.
Once somebody
I really
subscribes, they can't unsubscribe, right? They can't just.
I don't
like,
think so.
I really
Okay.
cannot overemphasize
Not
the
for like a
extent
month.
to which I have never looked at a raw egg and been like, God, I want to drink that.
Not even like when you're, you know,
Like
tossing
No.
the yolk back and forth and you're like,
Never.
oh, okay, well, that's
When,
just a
I'm,
me
when
thing.
I'm separating an egg, all I can think of is, fuck, I really hope I don't break the yolk.
We have
Quality
different
content
thoughts.
we've got right here.
We do not have all of the same thoughts. It's a good observation, Holly.
And thus you're sane.
That's what I'm saying.
We've conclusively proven that Holly is sane.
And that Holly and I are not the same person.
Nope, nope. Just that you have different thoughts.
Can I have detect thoughts as a real in life thing?
Sure.
No.
Only if Beth were awake.
I would never want you to have silence.
I would never use silence.
We know. Oh, we know. Well, who's ready for some narration?
Do we get an action before the narration?
What would you like to do?
Oh, for this.
I would like to go over to Gruthkull and send Rhea a message, but I'm going to say my message out loud, so therefore Gruthkull can still hear this. You know,
Gotcha.
So like
Yeah.
I'm talking to the both of them, but I'm
Group
casting a
text.
message. Yeah, so Rhea can hear it, and I'm like, you have your whole lives in front of you. Rhea, you have a wife. Gruthkull, you've got a career in front of you. Let me do this. And I rush out into the crowd and say, don't
Ding dong. What's-
take her. It was me. They were trying to stop. She was trying to stop me, like talking to Rhea. And I come out with my hands up.
Make a charisma deception check.
It was me. I was the orc with the maul that hit her with the top of the wall.
Well, actually, now that you say that, though, can I have my wolves with some blood on them come out and follow me out there,
Sure.
or like at least stand in the doorway?
That'll make people back up.
Yep.
Look, it's an angel! Back up, everybody!
Did they believe me?
I don't know.
I don't know. You say
What
persuasion?
did the dice say?
Deception, because you're not telling the truth.
Oh, that's true.
No, it's not.
I know.
All right. As you go out, people look more confused than angry. They are still angry, but also now confused.
What's behind you is like,
Tastes like Vala. So what the presence of the direwolves does do is get everybody to step back a few steps there. Rhea, you are making your way around, and you sort of get around the corner of the building to see several people scooping Vela's body up.
Can I clock these people as like? Do they look like Trollmarn types?
Make a perception check with disadvantage because you're looking through a crowd.
hey, are you guys suspicious?
Only a 10.
Looking at them could definitely be. They're sort of part of a mob mentality and all of that. They could be diehard Vela Breeze fans. They don't wear any distinguishing markings of any particular kind other than townsfolk with celebrity body.
Put that down. What are you doing?
You stay away from her! You all killed her! She's a national
no such
treasure!
thing.
She's dead!
Yes, and now you're molesting the corpse. Put it down.
Oh, we ain't gonna do any of that. We're gonna give her a proper ceremony.
And how are you planning on doing that exactly?
Where she belongs, in Modstein's.
You're going to take a dead body and put it in Modstein's square.
Well, we're gonna burn it.
Extremely normal behavior.
Wait, can I hear this?
Probably.
How loud is this?
Probably not loud enough to yell
Oh,
up
no.
over
It all makes sense.
I mean, she needs a funeral. She ain't from round here. We'll show her hospitality.
You're going to show her hospitality by taking her corpse and setting it on fire
Wait.
without giving anybody who knew her and cared about her a chance to identify her.
Did they make the fireball? signal?
This is Vela Breeze. Everyone can tell. She's identified. We ain't letting the Empire whisk this under our feet. You're just gonna take the body away, no one's ever gonna see it again. You're gonna say, "Oh, she fell. It was an accident. We saw. People will remember."
This is the worst of all possible worlds. Sorry, I don't say that out loud.
This is the worst of all possible.
We made a martyr.
Can't believe the charisma character is locked away in this fucking amphitheater. Let me at him.
How's the lens going? How's that ceremony going?
Yeah.
You're not a charisma character. We have a bard amongst us.
The lens ritual on the dead body of Tromorn completes.
I now need to ask you, Kadia. Which one is the medic amongst us? Can we tell if they were just possessing the bodies in some fashion, or whether they were recreated? Oh, hey. Can we still see residuum coming off of things?
There's no residuum coming off of Tromorn.
I cast Mage Hand and see if it residuums.
Creates it as you would expect.
Can I do
with residuum?
Yeah, residuum.
Well, so we still
A tiny
feature.
wispy. Yeah, a tiny
We
wispy.
still have the
mess.
feature of
Yeah.
seeing residuum. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I do a medicine check?
You can.
Six.
Checking over Tromorn.
Stop stabbing him. What are you doing?
Has no pulse. Seems as every way that you know it is dead. It's a dead person.
I think he's dead. Wait, he's dead. Oh my god. He's dead. He's dead. Wait a second.
Would you
Now I
stop
look up-
celebrating and say what you mean?
He's dead? I'm gonna look out the window.
All right. You see a crowd sort of gathered, yelling around the amphitheater. You can't really see. It seems like most of it's focused on the far side. You can't entirely see what's going on, but there are a lot of people in the streets. The two large sort of braziers that are up in the top have been lit. Smoke is sort of just billowing up into the sky at the moment. There's lots of rabble going on. Seems like the crowd is kind of moving and shifting uneasily up towards the far side of the amphitheater.
Ugh, people.
But we can see into the amphitheater, right? So
You can see into it, yes. You just can't
so we
see
know-
past it.
We know that Gruthkal's just standing there. And...
Yeah. You don't see. You literally just see Gruthkal in there.
Okay.
As the dire
Weird.
wolves and stuff are out in this area.
Doran's just standing in the middle of the amphitheater by herself.
Who?
Gruthkal, I mean.
I can see where you've convinced and confused me and Grithkal. As we're
You're
the
just
same
so
exact,
like
pretty much for identity.
Wizard is just standing in the amphitheater.
Well, no doubt Rhea are taking care of things, and I don't see Ziliana, so there's probably a herd of bunnies somewhere doing something. I don't really know.
But Bella's gone.
Well, yes. This is the proof. We didn't. Oh, well, all right. I'm sorry. I missed some things as I was in an alternate ethereal plane. Residual
Oh yeah, like where you disappeared. You were like all golden dust and stuff.
Yeah,
and I
it
was
put
like,
me in a sandstorm by Darude. And let me tell you, it's in your heads now. Did you kill Trelmarn?
I thought no. I like.
You
I was like,
thought no.
no. Hold on. I'll explain. I was like, fear, and he was like about to run away, and then he just collapsed. I don't think fear does that. Fear doesn't kill people. Wait, can fear kill people?
Well,
Does that
technically, I suppose it's not undocumented that fear could, but the fact that it died and Grithcold remains alone and victorious in the amphitheater of victory over there, I would assume that the revelation that Trelmarn was indeed just an extension of Vela and or vice versa, etc., has been verified.
Oh. Do you know what this means?
I just told you what it means.
Yeah, but like, do you know that there's like a crowd of people out there? Who who?
I see the crowd. They were here when we came, and maybe that's what Ziliana's doing right now, is leading them away as a fake Bella or something.
Well, I think we should go check it out.
So, Liana,
Like-
you do notice that several more arcane guard are sort of arriving on the far side of the crowd, and it looks like with them is Affy, and they're trying to push their way through.
Effie! Or hang on, I don't know her as that. Praetor!
They slowly sort of make their way up to you. Why are there so many people here?
I'm like whispering to her. Bella Breeze is dead and over the side of the amphitheater, and they all want to take her to. Oh, I don't know this. Sorry. I know that they're crowding Rhea. Like, I can tell that. But I don't know about the rest of the exchange. I'm sorry.
They're
But
tailgating over there.
they're really mad. I tried to take the heat for it, but they don't seem to care too much.
So you thought it would be a good idea to... Where's the body?
It's around the corner.
Well-
It's over there.
Let's get the body and bring it to Bremeraldi.
Okay. I implicitly trust you.
Anywhere off the street?
Hang on. How long do my animals last for?
Forever.
An hour. Okay. So I'm gonna have my wolves kind of muscle their way through the crowd or whatnot, and
Animal control shows up.
yeah, the arcane guard, like to go over there and with the arcane guards' help. I don't know if they're gonna take the body, but I'm gonna use the wolves to kind of try and pave a way for them through the crowd.
All right. The wolves are very effective at... you use wolf. It is very effective at getting through the crowd itself. You kind of get to the spot where Felibreeze's body has been kind of scooped up by a few people, and they kind of back up as a couple more sort of step in front of her. Affy kind of following around past you as the Praetor kind of joins in with where you are, Rhea, and walking past you. We need to get control of this situation. If you did kill her, then, well, it'll be useful to study her. We can't have these lunatics running off with the body.
Cutscene. So, since you didn't or did kill Trelmarn, it'll be useful to study this one, so we can't have them running off with... Go ahead.
not going to take it well if I command this be done and we break this up forcefully. So, if you want to, I'll give your hand at somehow convincing them and averting what is likely already a political disaster. By all
Arrest
means.
me. Take me away.
What am I arresting you for? I also don't have
Where the-
authority to arrest people.
You guys
Where
can
the
hear like
fuck
a
is Mountain?
stomping. You guys hear a stomping as Grithgold paces back and forth.
I mean, the doors are open, Gruthko. You can sort of see out and see all of the crowds and
I'm
things.
coming out.
All right. As you come out, the crowd doesn't react in any more sort of like it's not targeted ire against you, as it's a very large crowd and not many people know exactly what's going on. They just sort of know that Vela is dead and was probably killed by people who work for the current government.
Boo! Boo!
Boo! Queen of filth! Queen of refuse! Boo! So they're generally not happy. What would you like to do now that you've joined the rabble?
Can I talk to them?
Yes.
Not you, great God in sky. You have abandoned me. Where is Katia?
We don't
I'm
know.
telling Acadia, we should not go out there. There's too many people right now.
I'm sure she'll be
No,
out in a
that's
moment.
exactly why we should go out there. We should go out there. They need help.
And the Thorn is convincing her to come out now.
I don't think that's a good idea.
But Katia is trying to stay inside though.
I also cannot handle this body on my own and the device. We can't just leave the device in this room for anyone to willy-nilly abscond with it.
I'm sure he'll send Katia
That
out.
means take it.
I sent message to the thing. Where are you guys?
Thorn can handle the device on his own.
See?
Where is that horse and also its rider?
We come on.
You can
Forget
reply
about
to this
Trelmarn.
message.
Forget about a body in a room? I think not.
He'll be all right. Shut and lock the door.
Lydia, I need you.
I gotta go.
That's irresponsible.
Okay, I'm leaving. Thank you for saving my life.
I'm sorry for tackling you. I thought he was on our side.
Forgiven. Come on.
Well, that was easy. Oh. Okay. Well then.
All right.
I'm going to stay in the room with the device and the body and go, how
Okay,
are we going to
well.
get out of here?
I'm going.
I have two things. Neither of which I can carry alone.
I mean, I could probably drag one or two, but both will get damaged.
All right. So, Katia, you make your way out, joining up with everyone as there's a little bit of a standoff. The moment people don't seem like they're quite ballsy enough to, just walk away in the face of now several arcane guards, a couple of dire wolves, and the rest of all of you. But the mood is tense.
Yeah. You must give me some of that inspire juice.
Rotten produce right in their hands.
Say something inspiring to me.
Then we all just get hit with cantaloupes.
I need your support.
You are the Gruth Call, the mighty, mighty Gruth Call.
I am the
You
Gruth Call.
are Gruth Call, a mighty, mighty Gruth
I am
Call.
pretty
I can't
mighty.
say words, but I can sing them. I don't know what you said, cause I am singing.
Okay. I feel better now.
Why did I do that?
I think Cadaverous is gonna take this route going forwards with his bard. Turn to the crowd. Everybody, I know you're all understandably upset about what has transpired with Velabreeze. She was a great talent, and at one point perhaps even a great person, but it came to the attention of us, this group, and the Arcane Guard and others.
Not that guy up there.
Not the one. That Velabreeze was either directly under the control or was, in fact, from the beginning, a creature from another plane who was working to essentially devour the souls, lives, and energy of anybody she could, which would unfortunately mean all of you. Many people fell under her spell and charm, and while trying to handle this diplomatically, she became violent and aggressive, and we defended ourselves and the city and all of you, and unfortunately, it led to her death.
But her music's so happy!
Her music is so happy, but sometimes the happiest music comes from the most evil of people.
Yeah, the cantaloupe guy was saying that to me the other day.
Yeah, he's wise.
As she's saying the words, kind of like do like little minor illusion cantrip thing, of like just little pictures to go along with.
Just like a cat.
Yes.
You
You
can
know,
do
like-
this, yes.
As
Like
a sign
emojis.
language interpreter would be standing beside someone signing the words, I'm making the pictures.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I would like you to make a charisma persuasion roll with advantage, as you have an interpreter.
Excellent. I will do this.
Yes, you will. Do you still have an aura up?
I don't think.
No,
Okay.
but you have an inspiration.
Advantage and adding inspiration, 1d8. 24. I was hoping for the 30.
That would be great.
So everyone sort of stops. Crowd kind of goes quiet as people are just sort of like looking at each other, looking back at all of you. The guy holding Vela just sort of like gingerly lays the body back down on the ground.
There will be a more official announcement on this news in the coming days, I am sure. For now, all I ask is that you become and you let the Arcane Guard and the various schools handle this. There will be much fallout from this, I am sure. It will not be the end of things by any means, but it will be dealt with. We will try to be as open with you on the situation as we can, as we know that you all care for Vela as much as we did.
What about the festival?
The festival will continue.
Yay! Crowd sort of takes a few steps back from the body.
We all stand here looking awkwardly. I'm going to try and pick up the body.
This can be done.
And take it back into the amphitheater, hopefully out of sight.
I'm gonna slump Trelmarn over the broom of flying. Now listen to me. Make this
Blessing,
work.
go on.
This could only be good.
A corpse goes flying at a broom.
Then I'm gonna stack on top of that the device. Then I'll sit on top with a makeshift reins.
Yes. Do
Can
this.
carry up to 400 pounds. Its speed
I weigh
becomes-
-1.
I will say that you can put these. Yeah, that's all gonna be more than 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Trelmarn himself is 200, easy.
Ugh. I guess we don't need his legs. Hold on. Well,
You can send the broom to travel alone to a destination within 1 mile of you if you speak the command word, name the location, and a place that you're familiar with.
no need. I will have resummon Emperor Stanmore and send that down to locate my master and let them know that an additional body for study is available. and my location, and that I immediately need distractions. Maybe a carriage, probably a chariot might be the best choice.
You have 2 mangy dire wolves come ready for you.
Oh, I'm not opening that door. What the hell?
All right, so your master relays the message, and you're able to gather both bodies into the amphitheater.
Now, are one of you two Ziliana?
I part the ways through the 2 dogs. I go, nope. These are
Okay.
my girls.
I see.
One of them licks your face.
Abjuration bubble. No!
It just like paws at the bubble.
Oh, no, I'm hypoallergenic. I can't do it. Wait, no, that my pillow. Wait.
So my dogs will not be allergic to you.
Great. They have such sensitive allergies. So you have the bodies collected there. You stand in the amphitheater with the rest of you and Praetor Fogmar. We need to get these to Bremeraldi as soon as possible. The crowd may be placated for now, but they are quite fickle.
Well, with the arcane guard to walk along us, I think we could walk these all the way there with the help of these giant beasties.
I mean, I could always become a horse too if you needed that.
Hey, aren't there covered carts in the city?
We can definitely cover carts, yes. I'm not worried about actually physically transporting them there. And I guess with enough of an entourage, no one will try anything, or won't be successful if they do.
Yes, let's make haste, and I suppose I should go once again to the Divination Council and have another copy of my memories done, so that we can send it off to Sigil as a proof of no need to be destroyed. Oh,
Most likely prudent, yes.
Not to like put my foot in it, but did this feel far too easy to anybody else?
oh no, you didn't have to wrestle Kate. You didn't have to wrestle
I
the
have
situations.
experienced Katia wrangling before.
Well, let me tell you, this is a show that you have never seen before in your entire life, and I cannot wait to like play it out for you because it was crazy. I mean, it was like next level mind-blowing explosion.
And I would love to hear about it. But circling back around real fast to the fact that we were more threatened by a giant bug than we were by this creature that Sigil is willing to destroy a city over.
It is very possible that this was way too easy and there is some greater plan afoot, but we would just be guessing at what that is. All we can do is keep an eye out for what comes ahead and deal with it as it arises. Or we can just start accusing people.
Okay.
No,
I can start with one.
No.
Are you
No.
sure?
Yes.
All right, I'll keep that one inside, but it's a big
Yeah,
one.
just bottle that one up. Stick it
Hey,
way
I
down.
I come over and I grab Katia's hand and I go, I know you think it's the Praetor.
Thank you. Yes.
I know, I know.
Get me.
It's okay. And I
You
like
so
link arms
get
with her
me.
and kind of like side hug her and like just like, oh.
I'll go to the Praetor. And we couldn't really done it without your support, Master. Thank you very much for all of you've done. We're all very grateful.
Well,
And trust you implicitly.
I wish
Trust you.
this had been handled a little bit more quietly.
I don't exactly know what went wrong. I had them sitting in the spot I wanted, not to be disturbed for minutes upon minutes. I could have clearly at least anchored, and then we could have possibly gone the route of diplomacy, because then the way out is missing. So therefore we're more on equal footing, yes?
She read it so fast.
It's like she got interrupted by some people. It was weird.
Let's
Well,
let's
while you
go.
discuss all of this, there is sort of a cart has been procured, and about another dozen or so of the arcane guard and other
Forgot you're dead.
members of sort of Aureus, like city guard folk, have been assembled. Yes.
Wasn't this is in character? Wasn't the manager around? Is there a third body?
Where is the manager?
There was no manager. Was
There so was a manager.
There, Malfi was there, and then he
Yes.
wasn't there anymore.
Oh, that manager.
As opposed to?
We don't have a manager.
No, because I'm not
Clearly.
your manager.
Yes.
Okay,
Not all of ours, no.
none of yours. Because I'm not a manager.
Right.
Where did he go?
We don't know. Let's be honest, I don't know.
This actually is concerning. Why would the manager of Valbreeze disappear? Especially after, we killed. Okay,
Well, to
maybe
be
that
fair,
is why
he did disappear pre-murder.
It's true, but
But
you would
still
think
disappeared.
he would come back,
Can
Do we
I
have any way to locate this person?
Not. I
We're
mean,
going to the right school for that.
True.
can I go up can I go up oh, we're not on that map anymore. In the rooms that we couldn't get into before?
Inside the amphitheater building itself.
Yeah. Cuz
Yes.
like who lit those things?
So you head in to the sort of northern building there on the ground floor. Sort of slumped over on a desk is the body of Malthu.
And a kobold with a coat.
Yes, where's that kobold?
Please do not bring up the kobold.
Oh! Oh my god. Oh,
Oh, okay. Here we go. What is it, Katie?
okay. Hold on. Let me just write this down because we have other things to do. But like hold on.
4 sessions from now? Yeah.
We're holding on. While that's happening, I'm gonna turn to Affy and say, do you have any idea why those braziers were lit?
As far as I know, they light whenever there's going to be a performance. It's to draw people in, know that there's a show, fill all the seats.
Alright.
I think it was intended that the crowd see Wallabri's killed. I do not know for what purpose exactly. Perhaps one thought I had is that perhaps there was wish that they take Valabriz's body to the square and burn it. I don't know why. It's only thought, possibility.
But who benefits from that?
Well, that very much depends on what happens when you set fire to Vashem Varu.
or it's another signal to attack.
The
If there
braziers
are
are lit.
other Vashem out there.
But there was. My impression is that they were a dwindling or dwindled race.
But remember, they're the roots, right? Like,
Well,
But you
It's
kill
like
one,
every-
you kill them all,
every-
right?
Every single
don't come along.
extension, Trelmarn, Vela, Malfoy, they all
Boo.
know exactly what the next one knows. They died when the one died. Any connected to that specific Vashem Varu no longer exists, or at least has been killed. Now, that did occur before any kind of permanence subjected upon them, but they all seem to be very much affected by that. They shared all of their knowledge. Even Trelmarn came up with the suspicious. You gave him all the information, right? In a manner that almost implied he saw it, but rather, looking back now, as easily implies he knew it. Does that help?
I'm gonna go get someone to get this other body.
Easy enough to fetch another one and add him to the cart.
I thought we already did that, but yes.
Oh no, that
And
was
unless anyone has anything else here, the procession departs up towards Bremeraldi. And are you going with it? Where are you going?
Yeah, I want to go with it.
With it.
All right.
Are we passing through the square?
No.
Oh.
You're going north up to Bremeraldi. The square is in the opposite direction.
Okay.
It looks like the crowd is going to the square, but this is going.
Record Mardi Gras. Woo!
Almost want to go to the square, but no, we'll go with Vela and Tralbarn and Malfo. Bodies.
All right. So you depart up towards Bremeraldi itself, and takes a long sort of 15 minutes to walk through the city up that way and to make your way. The bodies are brought in and then put into a larger room in the archives there, just sort of laid out side by side as they go. And Affy sort of oversees the whole thing as it's going, and once things are sort of quieted down, it's sort of like early evening now. The sun has set on this, and she sort of closes the door behind her, and then comes up to you, Doran, and just sort of kind of like grabs you by the arm. We need to talk in private.
Be gone, everyone else. Oh, well, I mean, let's go. Yeah.
Can we have the room?
Sure.
Ah, get out.
Okay, I'll take that as a
Okay.
sign.
All right.
We trust you implicitly. I leave the room.
All right. So everybody except, I guess Gruthkul as well. She will have you stay as well, as you were part of the original conversation.
Are we
So-
taking off our headphones? Okay.
Get out. Our conversation.
All right. So as you're pulled over into the other room, actually this went remarkably well. You did your part quite as we expected, and in an ostentatious manner, as I perhaps better than we could have if we planned, but I counted on you to at least be reliable in your consistent approach to things. Were I to have given you the whole plan, I knew you wouldn't likely cooperate with it. In order for the Dangerous Sigil to be fully realized, we had to make it very, very much look like Vela was dead. I saw it upon myself that these creatures are not necessarily something to be hunted, perhaps something the Empire can use to hunt for us. And what better weapon than something that you've saved? Since they are the last remnants, I rendered them a deal. They had to give you a hell of a fight, but in the end, they're somewhat indentured to the Empire now.
I guess, suppose my curiosity might get the better of me, even if it's not my place. How do we, guarantee that? Is this not a precarious little game of trust?
Is not any alliance a precarious game of trust? I do
Yes,
have...
that's why I'm wondering, considering the capabilities, if this is worth that game.
our stipulation was that they coalesce to a single form. What they'll choose, I do not know. But then from that form, we will perhaps seek to find a way to reverse this binding effect which you have placed on them, but that will only further help to sell our ruse to Sigil. I think if we have our way, the Empire will gain a strong ally in its conquest outwards. But I'm afraid the rest of your friends are a liability in all of this. I'll leave it to both of your judgment as to how to deal with this. If you think you can convince them, then perhaps the truth is what it will take. If not, I suggest you come up with a convincing lie and quickly, as this conversation will very likely make them suspicious. But you two seem to have the most level heads and loyalty to the Empire itself. So I entrust you both with this. You've both done very well, from what I hear. Made a very convincing show.
Torrent, I don't know how you think about this, but my goal was only ever to stop this creature from killing people in the Empire, and for Sigil to kill people in the Empire. So if that guarantee has been made, I do not necessarily have a problem with this.
I don't either. Repurposing a weapon of mass destruction to be a tool for saving and even expanding the Empire is a noble and worthwhile endeavor, and something to be rather amazed by. The Praetor, I've already always been a bit of a starstruck student and then starstruck apprentice, but wow, this was quite the turnaround that you've managed, Praetor, and I'm humbled by the capabilities of it. So I absolutely agree that even if something seems too dangerous by those who would, just damn it to destruction, might not see the value that we do, and but that's why the vampire thrives where others do not. So I completely agree. I think we should come up with something for the others. I don't believe Cadia would be anything but irate, regardless of what we say, to be honest.
One question. Can the form they take be anything? Or does it have to be somebody specific?
We did not specify a form exactly. It was not in part of our negotiations.
I would of course recommend that it not be Velbriz or Trelmernkesh, as both would raise far too many questions.
It is quite true. They are very visible. And if all of this goes the way that I'm hoping, since our endeavors will likely be extraplanar in nature, I would like to extend to you and your group the first opportunity to work as the handler for the Vashem Varu in their use. All things to consider, but let us not dally here, as that will likely only arouse more suspicion. And if you could, just to sell this even more firmly, I will need each of you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Natural 20.
18.
All right.
Can I do one extra as well?
Nope, just one.
Nope, just one.
Just one. Don't want to go too hard on this. All right, so take a moment, collect your thoughts, as this conversation will be the conclusion of this chapter. everyone back.
Wow.
So, as you wait probably about 5 minutes or so, both Gruthkul and Dorn emerge back, and you all sort of join in kind of an offshoot sort of conference room waiting room there, where they sort of let you lounge and do this. The sun sort of setting through the stained glass windows in here, filling the whole circular table in front of you that you now all sit around, with its sort of bath of oranges and reds and golds, true sort of Dracoran colors spilled over all of it. There's some food that is brought in, as it is sort of dinner time, and for the moment you are left alone. The door is closed, and there you sit.
So
story,
what
right?
was that?
All of the whole party is there.
Real
Oh.
quickly, just turns to Dorn. You can sort of hear Merrick's implicitly. We trust her implicitly.
Praetor has just reaffirmed everything that I've thought she could be, and then some. I remain astounded by her capabilities.
Would you
I
like
hope-
to expound on that in some
Why-
more concrete ways?
Would you like to expand on it, or should I?
Well, would you like to flip a coin? You could go first.
Oh, god damn it, just do it. You love to talk about your school, so you do it.
I think I've been voluntold.
Yes,
It's
you
been
have.
voluntold.
So be it. As the honored apprentice to the Praetor, I think the advancement of our endeavors will be catching the ears of those even higher up the chain, especially after today's events, and more particularly, you may be aware that the Empire is expanding on many fronts, whether it's social reform or exploration, specifically exploration of other places. I think our opportunities are about to expand greatly, and I think we're going to have a intermediary walk us through where we may go next.
Like,
I've seen how the Empire travels to other planes, and I have not been impressed.
Well, now's our chance to put our ideals to work there to make it even better for both the Empire and those involved.
So far, all I've seen is a lot of death.
Expansion is often met with ignorant resistance and or senseless violence, and you can't just meet that with a fig leaf. So yes, there's certainly going to be conflict, but maybe we could help measure that, just like we did here. Sigil need not get involved with Dracora right now anymore. I think we've done our best to prove that, and I think we're going to prove that. I think that it's going to be pushed onto Sigil on our behalf. I don't believe we'll be going to Sigil directly.
what if
Yeah.
I don't go?
You don't have to join this endeavor. It's just something that's very much potentially illuminating. Think of the new magics we could find. Old tomes, expanding our knowledge both individually and then also for the betterment of our society.
And think of all the people that will die in the process.
And think of all those that would be saved in the process. Imagine if we don't do anything and something terrible happens. Just like we might not have done anything to stop the Vashem Varu.
Maybe
Is it-
that was the better plan.
There's a difference
To
between
allow for the
protect-
destruction of a plane? I'm sorry, go ahead.
There's a difference between attacking something that's come to our plane to to wreck it, or purposefully or on accident or as a quirk of its nature to destroy the plane around it, and something else entirely to go someplace where that is as inhospitable to us by the quirks of our nature as perhaps this plane was to the Vashem Varu, and then we will be paying out in Dracoran lives for something that we may not be able to hold or claim in any real way.
How do I explain? Expansion doesn't always mean just conquest. It could be diplomatic. It could be trade. There are many other countries just here on the continent that we are at peace with, that we have an understanding with and a good relationship. And that is exactly what the Empire contends and intends to do elsewhere. And yes, we need to go and know what threats are out there, because doing this with our hands won't make that threat go away. So if we do not venture forward and find out what is out there, we will never see things coming, just like we almost never saw this coming. And it does come with risk. And it does come with sacrifice. And it does come with the intention of making it a better place for the next generation and generations to come.
The Dracora Empire I've grown up in has always talked about its power and might and force, not about its charismatic diplomacy and goodwill. That is not the first step that we often take in the Empire.
That may be your experience, and there might be validity to that experience. However, is there not art down the road at the school that Cadia goes to? Is Maudstein Square not an epicenter for freedom of expression?
I don't know. That's kind of been taken away recently.
Ah, yes, but those threats are now being reversed as we've gotten rid of the ones behind that kind of conspiracy.
Why weren't we allowed? If we're invited, why couldn't we be a part of the conversation? Seems kind of weird.
Because she was not sure of your dedication to the ideal. I don't wish to say it any other way, but Grithkul and myself spoke with her before. We've demonstrated our loyalties to the ideals, and I suppose we line up closely enough our ideals to hers. So there's a trust there. Cadia, no offense, but your ability to accuse is becoming quite the topic of conversation amongst everybody who ever runs into you. So, yes.
I want to dispel magic on Dorand.
I will counterspell that. What are you doing?
Dispel magic is 3rd level, counterspell is 3rd level, so that just happens.
Oh,
What are you doing? Why are you casting magic on Doran?
First of all, you don't know what magics might be on me. So, were you to choose poorly, I might lose a magical item. I like my broom.
I prefer
dismount
truth
this magical
over
pacemaker.
material things.
Okay, question. They're doing this travel thing with the wall of mirrors room, big room with lots of doors.
The actual decisions are a bit upchain from me. Whether we are going through that area or whether it's a different method is not up to us. I'm sure will be presented to us as an opportunity in the future.
Okay, that place used to be this great ancient city, right? Now in ruins, now underwater. Don't you think that a history lesson might have been learned? Or, you know, are we repeating history here? Someone had enough wisdom to shut that shit down, and you want to reopen it.
But now the argument, of course, which is not a bad one, is that it was put down for a reason, and who are we to open it again, right?
Yeah,
However,
how dare you?
However, society cannot progress until we take something that did not work and improve it.
We do not have the business to improve it.
We absolutely
No.
we have
Who says?
So,
the
the
Empire?
history of the Empire. Yes.
So do you believe that other species, other planar things, have the business to use that, but we do not?
I think it's just none of our business and we should stay out of it.
What is our business exactly?
Our business is us. We, on the material plane, need to focus on us. There are plenty of ways to improve society here on the material plane without interplanar travel.
I completely agree with you. But we are not limited to doing one or the other. We can improve
Correct.
life here at the same time as improving life there, and doing one there might also help here and here and there, you know? It would be all well and good to say we must focus on the material plane. If it weren't for the fact that devils, demons, Vashem Varu all make their way to our plane, and wreak havoc, and lives are lost because of it. Now, I'm not saying that we must go to these places to exterminate them. That would be costly for everybody and bad. But exploring what is out there is not necessarily a bad thing, as long as it is handled properly. Which is why
I think
us
Rhea
being at
has.
the forefront of this, people that we can trust, that
It's
know how to handle ourselves, and have some kind of moral frame of being good. It is better us than somebody we do not know, right?
the
And
thing that frightens me is that have you considered the fact that maybe the only thing that is saving us, and I say us in a global sense, not just us, the people standing in this room, or us, the school of Bremeraldi that we're standing in, or us, the Dracoran Empire, but us in a much larger sense, maybe the only thing that's saving us from them is that they don't consider us that much of a threat, and that will change if we come bearing weapons of war and go to their turf. But I also, and I tap Gruthclaw on the shoulder and say, can I talk to you for a second?
Yes.
Secret conversations.
I'm not. Everybody take off their headphones. Casey, you too. No, I'm just
We're gonna
pulling.
kill the DM, right?
I'm just pulling. I'm not pulling Gruthclaw out of the room. I'm just kind of pulling her off to the side for a second. Look, just level with
just
me.
mime.
Level with me here for a second. What are you thinking? Where are you coming from? Why this? Why now?
What do you mean? It's like, well, you're asking why it is that I want to, why I think this is a good idea?
Yes. Why are you so all in on this?
Oh, I'm not all in. It is just something that was talked about and offered. That, you know where I'm from. That it was improved because of the Empire and things that happened because of the Empire, accidentally or otherwise. I'm not saying that everything the Empire does improves where it goes. There's bad, there is good, but I think that there is generally a good intent with the Empire. So I think
the
I want to
stories
help
that
the Empire that helped me.
The stories that I always heard about the Gem Spiral Descent is that it was kind of a group of fuck-ups that did what they did, and they did it kind of accidentally.
Right, but if an Empire can accidentally create something magical, maybe it just needs some good intentioned fuck-ups to keep doing what they're doing,
I know. I just if it's a matter of exploring or of gauging the threats, then that's one thing. It's just that I worry that they intend to use us as a first strike force, and I've already done that once, and I had to watch a lot of people die, and I would rather. I kind of just like very tiredly just kind of pat her on the arm. I would very much rather not watch you die.
It is fine. I have not died so far, and I do not plan to make a regular occurrence of this.
That's the spirit.
Actually, wait, no, I have died a few times. Other than those times,
Aside from the times I died, I have never died.
Look, I understand. I would much rather die doing something, exciting and perhaps good for the Empire than die old on a farm, perhaps surrounded by a group of halflings who would help me plant wheat.
A very specific. That's
It is
very specific.
It is a nightmare I've had constantly.
You should talk to somebody about that.
Not the halflings.
Oh, an 11 on Decorable. It's just so bad.
And you know, I think this is fine. If you do not, that is also fine. You do not need to come. I do not think it is a conscription thing. I think nobody is forced to go to places they do not wish to go.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, if somebody gives you an order, you have a choice, but one of those choices is very bad. All right.
I'm just looking at them over in the corner.
So,
Oh, yes.
what?
Sorry.
You have
So
question?
in
Katie?
closing, Katie, do you trust the Empire?
I don't feel comfortable answering that question in this room.
Okay.
Why not?
Aziliana, do you trust the Empire?
I do not trust this endeavor of the
Ah.
Empire.
Well, then, let me leave you with this thought. They're willing to trust us with that endeavor, knowing that there are reservations amongst us. And that's what we had to talk to the Praetor about. Those who are likely to have reservations, and are they worth including on the endeavor?
Listen, I was just. I don't know if I would trust me with this. I mean, look at me. I am used to be this flit about town, worse than Cadia. I'm sorry, darling. I love you.
Love you too.
Got into trouble, found myself, just paid off a bunch of debt. And I like to hang around with like wolves and stuff. Would you trust me with interplanar stuff?
I've trusted you with my life, so yes.
In your life, I can do. I can do that. I know how to heal you. I know how to fix you. Hell,
Speaking
I can
of which,
bring you
I'm
back
still
to
a little
life years
hurt.
from now. This is too much.
Well, it's not mandatory. I'm excited by the potential, especially if it's metered with level heads. So excellent, but I wouldn't want to make you feel unfortunate about it, or forced. I don't feel that you're obligated or just coerced. Well, it's entirely up to you. I did maybe assume you would want to, but think of all the new animals you could experience.
I mean, I did meet a mechanical dog, and that was really cool. But, and I do genuinely appreciate how you think of me. This isn't me. I've never been a part of any of these structures, and
Not to argue with you, but you just have.
not formally. People were threatened, and I did deal with it. I dealt with it.
That's all we're asking again.
See, I missed English comp. This doesn't feel right for me to be a part of this. So, I think that's where I stand. No, I know that's where I stand.
I agree with Ziliana.
Then get out. No. Out!
It's been an amazing week working with all of you, but
Yes. Well, and coming back over, I think at this point, Gruthko and I have been fighting alongside each other too long for her to go someplace and me not to have her back. So.
Well, that's 3. 4? Is that 4 of us? I'm confused.
It's 3.5 of us.
You hear quiet knock on the door, and then as your conversation dulls down again, the door opens and Affy kind of steps into the door, sort of like pokes her head in. Well, I can tell from the amount of food still on all of your plates, there's been a lot of conversation.
What? Oh.
I know subjects of exploration beyond our reach is touchy, and were we not to think that all of you could handle it, we would not offer you this position. And if it's of any consolation, we wouldn't send you in blind, of course. Your guide is here if you're interested. And as she kind of pushes the door open a little bit, you see, sort of stepping around the corner, a set of brightly colored boots, and Danger sort of steps around, sort of her eyes go wide as she sees all the food on the table, and she walks over and sort of like takes a turkey leg and takes a big bite of it. They made me an offer that was too good to refuse, so they said that if I was to hang around with all of you, then they'd help me do something about my exorbitant treasure problem. Once you get past the front desk, they're a lot more willing to negotiate, for some percentage. But they said if I share my knowledge of the Shatter with you guys, then perhaps I get at least something rather than nothing. So that's great, right? Cool.
Better than the alternative.
You're gonna eat that? She just like, reaches over and takes something.
Yes,
off
I.
her plate.
Oh.
This is quite good. Do you guys eat like this all the time?
I don't go to Bremerald.
It's pretty good. Sorry, I don't want to intrude, but offer stands. I sort of am contractually obligated at this point. But it would be cool, just like old times. Well, that time we talked.
The one time, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Shatter is a great time. So see you there. And she sort of steps back. Is that good? Did that help? Oh, she sort of starts walking, and Affy just sort of like rolls her eyes a little bit. I don't know if that's a helpful one. No, not that door. I told you. Sorry. And she walks off, not finishing her thought.
And on that note, I'll start going around and giving really long hugs to everyone. Out.
I give Katie a big hug back.
Not contractually obligated to follow her anymore. But I think that's where I need to be.
I understand.
I take out a few seeds from my pocket, make them blue, and I put little daisies in each of their hair. And I go, I wanted to do that the whole time, but I never had an opportunity to, and now it's like sentimental and I'm ruining it, I guess. I mean, if you don't keep them, it's fine.
I'll keep them.
Okay. And I follow Kadia.
All right. And the three of you remain to perhaps venture forth into the Shatter for glory and exploration.
We're likely gonna have to replace those two with somebody. I know just the kobold.
Here he has majestic coat. He's a bard now.
I think the cantaloupe person was really
Yeah,
good,
that's
too.
the second one. That's who's replacing Liliana.
Oh no, Chad.
You have to bring Chad the
The
blood.
Dracora boys.
The Dracora boys ride again.
So, with the festival coming soon, perhaps a sight into worlds far off, the beginning of a new adventure, this chapter of this adventure will close. A long week, as Katia has said here. What the future holds for this story and these players, we do not know yet. We will definitely continue, perhaps this in some incantation, perhaps a new story. But for now, that will end this chapter. So thank you all for playing my insane, bizarre, twisting thing that 3 of you still don't know the whole story of, which is lovely to me. And we'll just delete this episode so no one will ever know.
Nora, you control this. Don't do it.
Yeah, there's no way I would do that extra work. Cool. And thank you everyone for watching and tuning in with this. This was super fun. As I said, we will be continuing doing some stuff. We might be a little sporadic over the holidays, but we will keep you up to date. Our Thursday nights are going to continue. We will definitely continue playing as this group in another campaign that I'm DMing, sort of exactly what form that is. We have to discuss now that this campaign has actually ended. And we will see. So Lions and Crows, Thursday night at 7:30 Eastern time. That'll keep on going. And then new exciting stuff as the holidays progress. I know we're going to lose Holly for a little bit through the holidays, but she'll be back in the new year. Cool. Thank you to Kevin MacLeod. We're listening to the dulcet tones of Night Vigil right now. We also had Ambush, which is apropos. End of an Era, also apropos. Let's see, what else?
Is there a song named Apropos?
Apropos, also apropos. Ancient Rite, and Dark Times were the songs for today. Thank you, Roll20.net, for this lovely tabletop that we use and having us as part of the Spotlight program. Check us out on Twitter at RollItSlant, on our website, rollitslant.com. Follow the stream. We go live most times for times. We'll get an updated schedule going, but just sort of assume it's going to keep being Mondays and Thursdays. Maybe we'll add in some goofy stuff in between. Anyone else got anything?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Oh.
Don't thank me until you watch the VOD.
Now that my character's dead, I can go back and see those private
Your
conversations.
character's not dead. You just left the room.
Hey,
No, Katia and I decided
You just like
Gonna
murder
come
each other.
Side pact.
and she's gonna be multi-class into druid and live her life with me as my earth sister.
All right, cool. We got the BBEG for next campaign. That's good. Well, thank you all, guys, with commas and punctuation in there. It was it didn't end the way I expected it to, but things never do. So it was very nice. There's lots of ways it could have gone, and I thought a lot about many things, and none of them happened. We went somewhere else, but I think it was enjoyable for me. And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. For all of us, I mean, enjoyable for all of us. Cool. Thank you everyone for watching. Big shout out to Anon for gifting all of those subs. Welcome to the family, everyone who has now got a sub. And until next time.
We're definitely the good guys.
oh. Remember, grappling your grapple.
Bard.
grappling your grapple.
I
bar.
haven't gotten one where I can turn the stream off yet.
Okay.
Should we at least go to the mansion of Chomarnkesh and discover?
Oh, Kadia so wanted to do that, but Kadia cannot be a part of the Empire any longer.
Can we? Kadia was right. Is that the ending?
Yes!
Kadia was right.
Chomarnkesh was Vashem Varu.
Out of 17 Chomarnkeshes, she definitely said that at least once as one of the possibilities.
I was right about him all along. Don't trust bearded people or left-handed people.
Okie dokie.
Or left-handed beards.
Left-handed beards. Exactly. Don't trust them.